Hello, Charkie.
Hey, Cass. Boy, this is a horrifying-looking intro screen you have for us this week.
This is the cover to the game.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it looks like his mouth is kind of just not there. It looks like a flesh mask that he's wearing. That's supposed to be COMMENTATORS in, I think.
You know how in the Mummy, Imhotep needs to keep eating people to get his full body back? He looks like Imhotep, but he just needs a little tiny little nosh of a person to get all the way there. He's almost there.
Just like a midnight snack to really put him over the edge. Hello, welcome everyone to Death Crimson 2, Meranito no Saidan, episode 2. Is it the final episode? Who's to say? I don't know how long this game is. By the way, I thank you for tuning in and for keeping up with it and for seeing the continuation of this story, one that I've been looking forward to seeing for years now. Our series that started with Death Crimson 2, and then on YouTube went on to Death Crimson 1 because of copyright, and now the natural continuation of jumping right back into Death Crimson 2. So annoying. It was a TV station. It was TV Asahi that claimed the footage of Death Crimson, my gameplay footage, because it looked so similar. Because it was it matched up with a clip they used on a TV show.
Because it's a rail shooter.
Yeah. I mean, yes. So anyway, I filed that notice. It's up. Everything is copacetic there, but it's still gonna bug me forever that they were uploaded out of sequence. No one else in the universe is gonna care, but I'll be taking that to my grave. I'll be in my deathbed and being like, that fucking TV Asahi. It's just... So, Death Crimson 2, where we last left off, was, I believe, our protagonists, Kou and Yuri, were busting open a safe, hoping to find the Crimson. Other stuff happened. There was a McNelly.
Where's there?
Yeah, that was the guy at the museum. The weird one in the mask.
Oh, that guy.
I figured I'd
the guy who was complaining about his globos.
Yes. I figured I'd actually hang on the screen for a second, because I accidentally skipped right through it last time. But here's the credits for this translation for the version 1.0. You know, hopefully maybe some of my feedback about the fuck-ups in the Death Crimson 1 intro will be retroactively, or will be applied to version 1.1. Someone get this out to Derek, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Derek, he's Derek. It's him, Derek.
No, you're crossing the wires right now. My other gig is...
Oh, new masks for the intro, too.
Yeah, it's not the Fort Yuma, or not Fort Yuma. What was the faces on the lake, or...
I'll find it in a second.
It's in the Google
Doc. Yep, the shore of Hokkaido's Lake Toya.
Thank you. Continue saved game, I reckon. Crimson mission.
I assume... Wait. Huh?
Let's go with the bigger number, I guess. We'll know pretty quick. Oh, yep,
this is it. Yep.
Perfect. So this is Crimson, huh? Please let us see it. Please have an actual model for it. Echizen!
Oh, call today.
Oh my god, is Echizen astrally projecting to warn these kids off of picking up this gun?
They said something came out of the barrel. Is he coming out of the barrel?
He's crawling on out. I've been hiding in here. Damn, he's caked up. For no...
Video Game King asked if anyone's getting Mac and X vibes from this.
I don't know what that is.
It was a Dreamcast game. It's tangentially related to Shin Megami Tensei, but not really.
Copy.
Well, you know what? It is a Dreamcast game, so yes, that's enough to get Mach and X vibes.
こうして現に人生を狂わせたこの私が目の前にいるじゃないか。しかし
It did?
安心するがいい。どうせその銃は選ばれた人間にしか使えない。さっさと。
Well, no, if it chooses them, then they should worry.
その銃が必要なんです。母を助けるために。
I'm so glad they got Seijiro back to reprise his role as combat Echizen. I wouldn't accept any other voice for the toughest soldier who ever lived. Oh, I'm using that for the
really
thumbnail.
Tired. She got really tired all of a sudden, needed a yawn.
That is fucking absolutely the thumbnail shot, unless there's another instance, another backdrop I could potentially swap out for it.
ほら、言った通りだろ。やめておけって。
おっさん黙っててくれよ。俺はますます使ってみたくなった。
Stop telling me the gun's evil. I really want to try the evil gun now.
Did you hear that sound effect?
Like a spaceship taking off or something?
諦めろ。関わると命をなくすぞ。
くそ。
Incredible sound design here.
なんということだ。
Oh, there it is.
この銃が使えるのか？
Does that look familiar to you at all?
俺も気に入られ。
I think I've seen it very large and pointed at a small CRT before.
Precisely, the Wonder Museum. That's what they based it off of, is that mock-up of it in this game. So Kou can use the oh my god, the Crimson. So I guess he must be related, or he must be chosen in some capacity.
哀れな青年よ。その銃はお前を破滅へと導く。
こう、しっかりして。
I think Kou was already on a kind of like dark path, was already kind of screwed long before Crimson entered his life. I think it's just his general demeanor and attitude and tendency to walk into psychiatrist's offices asking for food and lodging was going to get him killed sooner rather than later.
一体何が起きたんだ？でも夢じゃないらしい。
So, did they?
私たちはクリムゾンを手に入れたよ。
They both saw combat Echizen, right?
I would presume so. Complete silence. No Foley for this. None necessary.
なんだか廊下のあたりが騒がしいわね。
Wait. Oh, footsteps coming in here.
Whoop, clop, clop, clop. Someone's coming up to the door. No! Knock, knock.
Yeah, sorry, all I have in this room is like half
Coconut
shells of
shells.
coconuts.
Yeah.
I don't have a desk, but I can put my PC on top of these coconuts.
I think there's going to be a shooting section. Wide and extra powerful, wide and normal powered.
That's interesting. I didn't know you would choose your difficulty on every, like,
It's an
stage.
idea. I guess it's like, you know, if you're feeling like a beginner on a given day, then some days you're feeling like a soldier, you know, moods fluctuate. I'm just going to do it on soldier.
I think you did soldier last time.
Oh, I need to press the start button for... Wait, no?
What?
Huh.
Why are there 4?
Yeah, I'm more worried about why my controls aren't working. Yeah, okay. That parses.
Why is this a 4-player game?
It's not. That's just how many slots I have in RetroArch. Oh, no.
Well, bad end.
I guess we'll see what happens if we get a game.
Only the best word art.
Okay. I think I need to restart the emulator with the controller configured.
The fact that there are 4 press starts on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Tells me that this is 4 players somehow.
Interesting.
Which I don't know if, like, Yuri and Kou both have 2 Crimsons.
Yeah, they're both dual wielding. They're both guns akimbo on this one. Okay. Mouse is working as a light gun now.
How would this work, by the way, if you were playing this on a Dreamcast with the light gun? Like, is light gun in port? I think we probably talked about this last time, but I don't remember. Is light gun in like port 1, or is it a situation where your controller's in port 1 and your light gun's in port 2?
I believe it would be light gun port 2. I think it might be interchangeable. I think it recognizes, like, hey, you have a controller, you have a light gun, we'll sort this out. Because you press start on the gun to register, like, which gun is being used in the shooting sequence. So you could press start on the controller and use controller if you wanted to, if you were a sicko.
I was thinking, like, if this is multiplayer...
I already shot a hostage. I already shot a civilian. We're off to a wonderful start.
If this is multiplayer, right?
Sure.
You can't have more than one light gun at a time. That's not how a light gun works.
I mean,
at least not in this era.
Yeah, you're wrong. Absolutely.
Wrong?
Yeah, absolutely. You could plug multiple light guns in. It's just a matter of different refresh rate, and it's a matter of tracking which one put the input in. You wouldn't believe how difficult it is for 2 light guns to fire exactly simultaneously. Jeez Louise. Rip, roar, and start. Also, these guys are getting just constantly in the way. It's like these guys have a death wish. These random people living in this apartment or the university. I think we're at the university.
I'm more surprised that I'm wrong. About...
Yeah, I mean, it's... Yes, you can very easily have multiple light guns. Oh.
Well, okay. The question is, though, who would have multiple light guns?
A real shooter sicko, like me. Oh, I think we leveled up the gun. Let's see if the evolutions in this game are any different from one another. Let's see if there's the explosion or if it's all just machine gun. I think it's all just machine gun. Oh, well, great. That's what I get for using the machine gun, I guess.
Listen, who do you think is holding the gun right now, Kou or Yuri?
Bye! Probably Kou, because we're hearing Kou's damage sounds.
Right, okay, so Kou definitely going to jail after this.
As if he wasn't already.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Jeez Louise!
That was... Okay, that wasn't fair. You basically shot through
the pillar.
So what are those blue lasers that are coming out? Are they...
That's the enemy projectile, I believe.
Okay. Sometimes it really looks like they're coming out of you.
Well, in the last stage of Death Crimson on Saturn, and only the last stage before the boss fight, when you the secret weapon you get in that stage is a laser version, is the laser evolution of the... Okay, this is impossible to not kill these people when you're trying to use the machine gun, when you're trying to clear the screen effectively. I'm just going to assume it doesn't matter. I'm going to assume we're fine, because the way you get credits in this game, even on this hardest difficulty, they're just tossing them
at least. Hello!
Hello!
I am your singing telegram.
I mean, again, like, the way this game is giving lives to me, just throwing them at me, pretty much, I don't think I need to care that much about shooting hapless civilians.
In the chat, Johnny Baghead said, yeah, pretty sure the Dreamcast version of House of the Dead 2 had 2-gun support. PS1 might not have had 2-gun support, though. Which, that's where I checked out of light guns, was... PlayStation 1 was my last one that I had it. And also, Johnny also says that he and his nephew played Virtual Cop Rebirth today.
Oh, that's adorable. I know Bag's been in the Discord promoting heavy on that that Virtual Cop Rebirth. I wish I could get it to run in emulation, but it has some quirks with trying to emulate a light gun. Yeah, save game and proceed. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say, like, this is a horrible way to do a save screen, right? Where it just says save slot, save slot, save slot, but then you have to go to the bottom of the screen to see, like, which ones actually have save data on them. Why not just put the name of the save next to the one here, you know?
But there... all of the saves would be just Crimson Mission, right? Well, I guess if you played the other mode, then it would be a save for that mode.
Maybe.
やっと家にたどり着いたわね。
Video Game King says, "What this game lacks a compelling narrative," and I'm going to stop you there. Lacks?
I'm deeply invested in this narrative, as is Johnny Baghead in the chat, so yes, we're on the same page.
まったく生きてるのが不思議なぐらいだ。
どうして私の周りってトラブル？
Listen, just don't tell anyone about, you know, casualties. Keep that between you and me.
冗談はやめて。
Kou, you killed people. Don't crack jokes to me. I saw you do it.
その銃が原因かしら。私には使えないみたいだけど。
わけがわからないな。俺にだけ使えるなんて。
Because male protagonists are better than female protagonists. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I mean, they're always gonna be more skilled, more talented. It's just.
本当はユリの方が変なんじゃないか？
Or, you know, that's another perspective on it. That's certainly a,
じゃあ誰かに試しに使わせてみる。
As a prank? As just like, hey, tell us if you hallucinate.
Yeah.
Tell us if you see this Etchison fella.
Yeah, this vision I saw said that anyone who uses the gun will like be driven mad. Let's try and get someone else to use the gun.
Yeah. Hey, how about that kid at the museum? Let's see if they're still around.
やめておこう。大学校内で襲ってきた異形を見るとただごとじゃない。
Kou is the voice of reason. These are dire times indeed.
あの時現れた越前康介って一体何者かしら。
おっさんしきりにクリムゾンに関わるなって言ってたな。
Then a bunch of monsters attacked us. Must be unrelated. How did you get here?
グレッグ、いつの間に来たの？もう外出しても大丈夫？
Well, never safe to go outside. I mean, there's all sorts of icky stuff out there, scary stuff.
I was wondering a lot of things. I have amnesia.
見つかったも何もおかげで危うく死ぬとこだったぜ。
そうか。やはり君が使えるのか。クリムゾンを手に入れた人間はそう簡単。
I'm just now noticing the lip sync is non-existent. It's like our avatars where, like, you know, when it's talking, it's just moving the mouth like in the one motion, the one sort of ow, 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 ow.
I was talking about that like last time. I was like obsessed with how Greg in particular, like the way it phrased it, masticates his words, like yob, 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 yob.
But it really stuck out to me because there was a pause in his voice acting that they didn't bother to sync up with the, you know, with the animations.
どうしてわかったんだ？
初めて君に会った時、越前康介と同じ気配を感じたよ。
Your vibes, you know.
They're rotten.
クリムゾンを使える人間だった。どうやら
There were a million men who could use it?
100万人
That doesn't seem very special to me, honestly.
らしいな。
Oh, 1 in a million.
Okay.
別に嬉しくもないが、この銃は気に入ったぜ。
Very optimistic way to look forward to your impending madness, I suppose, but...
だが、クリムゾンのことは分かっただろう。あの時は探せと言ったが、クリムゾンには関わらない方がいい。
I think our journey with Crimson is just beginning. It's...
越前
No, this is where the game ends.
ダメよグレッグ。リリーを探すんだから。
ユリ、心配なのは分かる。
I mean, you could probably find a bunch of guns.
Yeah, ones that don't drive you, like... Yeah, your guns worked before. We didn't have the Crimson earlier, and we were shooting those things just fine. Our guns even evolved earlier. Just use that gun.
リリーを探すのは警察に任せた方がいい。
Someone say the police are useless. Someone say the police are useless.
心配するのは勝手だが、俺はこのクリムゾンを手放さないぜ。
リリーを一緒に探してくれるの？
ああ、リリーのことは俺も気になるしな。
やはりクリムゾンを手に入れた者に何を言っても無駄らしいな。
Can someone put my arm back in place? I have snapped it in several locations.
ならば、越前康介の足跡をたどるがいい。サファールにアッシムという男がいる。
It'd be hard to follow in his footsteps considering how much he like flew around the screen and like up in the air and
You'll have to follow his motions exactly. I hope you have like springs in your shoes. And flying squirrels on your back.
気をつけてなユリコウ
サファールまでどうやって行くかだな。
Swim.
サファールは正常が不安定で定期的に飛行機が出ていない。
そうだパットに頼めばいいわ。
Yuri, Kou hasn't met Pat.
パットって
Yeah, exactly.
ダッハウ博物館で知り合ったんだけど家が飛行場らしいわ。
yeah, he seemed like a real agreeable sort of fellow.
Yeah, seems like he won't be any trouble at all.
そいつはパトリック・リュースのことだな。
Wait, he does know him?
あいつはダメだ。この辺では有名。
Man, I'm agreeing with Kou a lot in this episode.
Yeah.
Turn around on Kou.
不良って
Give it a week between streams and like he has some time to mull things over. He's like, you know what? No, I was in the wrong here. I need to turn my life around.
Yuri is ice cold though, so I do like her too.
バカ言うな。あんなのと一緒にされるとは俺も見くびられたもんだぜ。俺の場合このナルがついてこれないだけさ。
Is Kou just me? Is this just how I am? Is this just how people think I am when I talk on Discord or whatever?
Do you need someplace to stay the night, or?
No, but I am hungry.
そうかしら。でもあの子って
Honest? Yeah, I guess to a fault. You know, he just speaks his mind, I suppose.
勝手にしろ。いずれにしろ明日の朝行動しよう。
Did she get amnesia?
Did he just fall asleep on the spot? On one of those comfy looking little recliners there?
もう寝てるわ。疲れて
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. He just immediately fell asleep.
可愛いじゃん。
I smell a budding romance.
柳こうね。柳こうじゃつまらないよね。そうだ。ハチ公って呼ぶこと。コードネームはハチ公。バカっぽくて可愛いじゃない。
What, so you're gonna start calling him codename Hachiko? And he's just gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Let me
じゃおやすみ。
check my notes. Okay. I checked my notes because we do have Kou's full name here, and it's not that, so...
Time will tell.
ここがリュイス飛行場ね。
しかし人気の少ない寂れた飛行場だ。
That has to be like a pun, right?
Well,
That's just
Hachiko
not
is
using-
a famous, the dog Hachiko.
Oh. Oh, that's the one that played basketball, right?
Yeah, yeah.
この黄色い飛行機ちゃんと飛ぶのかしら。
I gotta say this is my Airbud tangent. Is that the guy who trained the dog that is Airbud? Do you know how he trained him to get good at like ball games? He was an Italian guy whose name was like a first name twice. But what he did,
Mario.
something like that. What he did was he coated the balls in olive oil so that they would slip out of Airbud's mouth. So he had to work extra hard to bite down on them so he could like carry the ball and whatnot. Is that not the most Italian thing you've ever heard?
See, I thought you were going to say covered him in peanut butter. But I guess the olive oil thing, the logic of that, I guess makes sense?
No!
Well, that you know, it made it... He wants the ball, but it's hard to hold, so he has to bite down harder. I guess in some way that makes... Like in the way that dream logic makes sense. I guess that makes sense.
特に有機肥料専用って感じだぜ。
If I were to suspend my disbelief of reality.
なんだか
Sure.
そうな話ね。
Given those circumstances.
もう少し中を歩いてみるか。
Oh, right.
And by we, I mean you.
ここはリュイス飛行場よ。
Yes, we know.
That was her only observation.
ただのドラム缶だわ。
Drum cans? What are these?
このボンベを飛行機に積むのかしら。
危険なものはないようだな。
Check these lockers, see if that kid got stuffed into one of them. I'm gonna check every one. You never know what goodies might be hiding inside.
開けてみるか。
ダメ。
Oh, there you go.
絶対にダメ。人の家なんだから。
I mean, you broke into a safe earlier today to steal a gun, and you
And you-
considered
and we killed
blackmailing
people.
that university professor. Also, you've killed people. So,
だったよ。ロあ
I was trying to see maybe the other
な
locker.
んだかいっぱい貼っているけど、特に有用な情報はないわね。
What are these? Guess we'll never know.
ここにもロッカーがあるわ。
Very good.
ロ
I'm okay with opening these.
These ones are A-okay.
この奥には入れないわ。
Okay, we can't go around the plane. I guess they found a way to artificially limit where we can go.
おもちゃのような飛行機だな。
Or maybe toy planes look like real planes. You ever consider that?
I mean,
You ever consider they're modeled after existing planes?
からはいけないわ。
Okay, I think I examined everything. Unless we can, like, literally, like, get in the pilot seats.
yeah, this Ferrari looks exactly like a Hot Wheels Ferrari.
Okay, I think this is gonna be like the museum where we just have to keep walking around until we land on
Yes.
triggers.
何も落ちてる。
Try walking up closer to the plane for.
Okay.
Oh, good job.
もっと探せばいろいろあるかもしれない。
Continue searching. I accidentally skipped the dialogue because I'm pressing the cross button, the A button, repeatedly, just hoping that something will pop up, and it did there. We got the Death Cosmos, whatever the fuck that is. Still haven't explained
You wanna
that.
continue searching?
古い工具で怪我してしまった。
Oh, did you lose? Yeah.
だから
探すなと言われると探したくなるのが
They had a sound effect for that one lined up, boy howdy.
細かく陰険な設定だな。この缶は
Yeah, boy.
この奥には入れない。
Okay, game. What do you want me to do? You have to actually indicate things in the environment. Put little shiny, sparkly things around that I can interrogate, that I can examine. Don't literally just have me walking around mashing the A
な
button.
んだかいっぱい。
Do better, Ecole.
特に何もないわ。
It's literally gonna be just like
ってあのアルフレッド・ルイスのことかしら。
多分な。60年ほど前に撃墜王として名前を挙げた人だろう。
じゃあパットはあの撃墜王の孫になるのかな。
perhaps. That's that was it. It was literally just a blank space somewhere in the hangar that I was mashing at, and we found it. Literally no indication. Literally nothing to clue you in.
誰だこいつ。
あ、
That is kind of a wild assumption to make, though. Like,
急に出てきた。
this guy we're here to meet works at JFK Airport. Do you think he's JFK's grandson?
Do you think he's one of the Kennedys?
へへ、さっきからずっと見てたんだ。
You could have said something, you little snot-nosed punk.
そこの物陰でデスコスモス盗んだだろう。
How the fuck do you
Then
know
we
what that
lost it.
is?
人聞きの悪いこと言うな。落ちていたから拾っただけだ。
And we lost it.
ならなくても返せなんて言わないよ。
No one has explained what a Death Cosmos is yet.
サファールまで乗せてってほしいんだけど。
Okay, I tried Googling it and I can't find it, but I don't know if that's either because A, no one's written anything about this game in English, or B, Death Cosmos is just a translation that's not close enough to what it actually is.
I mean, it's recurring elements. You would
A.
hope that, yeah, Derek would have, like, chosen the closest possible verbiage. Every time we pick up a Death Cosmos, it does increase our health. And then when we lost that one, it decreased our health. But again, this doesn't matter because our health is irrelevant, because we get infinite credits whenever we're in a shooting sequence.
ダメよハチ公。あんまり挑発したら。
ハチ公って呼ぶなよ。
それでどうしてサファールはダメなの?
You heard about the war, right? You heard about the conflict going on, the one that you were explained to earlier? Why is Safar off limits? I don't know. Do you want to get shot?
To answer my question from earlier, Video Game King says they're saying Death Cosmos. So, yes, Death Cosmos.
実を言うとな、バイクは運転したことがあるが、飛行機
Motherfucker, you told us you flew planes but you couldn't drive cars. And now there's motorcycles. Ugh.
まあバイクと同じようなもんだろうから、なんとかなると思うけどな。
You know, if a car is anything like a parachute, then I could probably figure it out, right? If a bicycle is anything like a Boeing 747, then, you know, it should be easy. It should be transferable skills.
親父に頼んでやろうか。親父なら若い姉ちゃんの頼みは断らないはずさ。
I keep thinking the letter N behind him when he's holding his hands behind his head like that he's giving himself like the bunny ears.
やれやれ。親子揃って強引な奴らだぜ。
Jesus Christ. He said yare yare.
Yes.
That really should just be translated as like good grief or something like that. Invoking JC is maybe a bit of a creative liberty with the translation here.
じゃあ、呼んでくるから。
Jotaro, very Christian. Well, I mean, I guess Christ is kind of important in JoJo, now that I think about it.
Yeah, in later parts.
この間は。
この奥には。
We gotta fucking find another hotspot, probably. Unless this is literally like a timer where we're waiting for this dude to come back. But something tells me that's not the case.
遅いわね、バット。
どうせ面倒になって逃げ出したんだろ。
それなら俺が。
I got legitimately jump scared because I looked down at my phone and then I looked back up.
Hey Zaza, it's been a minute. You're looking good. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll take the plane ride if you can fly. I mean, have you ridden a motorcycle? If so.
なんだお前は。
Zaza says haha.
パイロットは始末した。お嬢ちゃんにはマクネリーが世話になったな。
マクネリーってダッハ博物館にいた？
そうだ。
The one who said he was going to blow up the museum and then didn't blow up the museum?
お嬢ちゃん。
He didn't train his globos either. What can you trust this guy with?
まあ、マクネリーの。
He's never going to be a grade A monster rancher at this rate.
マクネリーごときはいくらでも作り出せる。
まさか。
I mean, you don't need to gloat.
お嬢ちゃん、そんなことまで知っているのか。ますます生かしておくわけにはいかんな。
Yeah, I mean, I know Pat was talking earlier about how this guy just walks around the offices looking like this, and just describing, yeah, he's like a brick house. I mean, the guy's built, the guy's stacked. This is what he means? This is his walking around outfit. He just walks around. He's sitting in his office. He's sitting in his little cubicle, just fucking looking like this, picking up the phone, like, "Hello, SMO. This is Zaza speaking."
You do not want to see what his casual wear looks like. Okay, so he knows him. He's on a first name basis.
Yeah, exactly.
これだと。しかし私を知っているの
But
は喜ばしい限りだ。クリス君。君た
does
ちのことは
Zaza not know him?
No, Zaza knows all these characters. He's claiming right now.
ダニー君がお嬢ちゃんのことを気にしていたから。
それじゃあお前がダニーを殺したのね。
I'm glad we got to the bottom of that mystery.
やつは
And I'll go home.
自分の仕掛けたトラップにかかってな。
Yeah, sure, I'll believe that.
次にパット君、君のお父さんは優秀なパイロットだ。ぜひ SMO に。
Are you just a representative of this pharmaceutical company? SMO is like pharmaceuticals, right?
Yeah, that's what they
said?
claim. That's what they advertise themselves or have been described as.
だが、君はどうしようもない子供らしいな。もっとお父さんを見習った方がいい。
うるさいんじゃボケ。
Good comeback.
口の利き方が下品だな。今時突っ張りは時代遅れだ。
しばくぞこら。
Alright, kid's winning me back and I'm drinking.
そして八甲君。
How does he know our nickname for him? I guess he was observing too. I guess he was sitting around. Maybe he was in one of the lockers, watching this whole thing
I'm fully
play
aware
out.
of what I'm doing. Can't you see?
ユリ、パッと離れろ。
I mean, Kou's a man of action. Again, this character's really winning me over. That's good protagonist thing to just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna pull out my gun. If this dude is just like talking endlessly, I'll just shoot him.
小賢しい真似を。
こんな悪党のたわごとを最後まで聞くほど暇じゃないんだよ。
Yeah, that's how it's done.
ハチコ、ユリ、こっちだ。登って振り向くなよ。
さっきの野郎はくたば
Are they gonna ride
Right on the
Wait, he
wings.
shot him?
Well, yeah, I mean that's what you heard the bang, he shot Zaza.
Oh.
まだ生きてるな。しばくぞあの野郎。
Yeah, y'all, you might want to open the door.
早く動かすんだ。
それができ
They are gonna ride on the wings.
That doesn't seem safe.
No.
なんとか操縦しろ。あいつら襲ってくるぜ。
タイミングが。
So, how many miles away is this other country?
Hold on tight.
Okay, no, they got in.
勝負こいつ。
I don't know what's happening.
離陸成功だ。やるじゃないか。
I think he successfully took off. And Kou has a lot to say about it.
Kou is also standing completely still.
You know what? It's the wind is blowing his lips back right now. That's what's
No.
happening. Oh no,
No,
he's
I
done.
mean the background.
I know the
He's
background
not
is also
moving.
completely static, but
このままサファール直行よ。
The plane stalled out.
man, everyone really has these long lip animations on these
Womp,
screens.
womp,
You think
womp,
someone would have
womp,
noticed
womp.
this?
全てが予定通りだな。
提督のお考え通りですね。
Oh my god, she's in cahoots!
I
私
knew
が
it.
療養所で耳にしたグレッグからの情報はなかなか有意義ですね。
全ての道が一つになりつつある。
What a twist!
予定通りだ。
You know what? I should have been able to recognize from the face.
Oh, did you notice what the name of that previous mission was?
I didn't notice.
Kou and Yuri's friendship.
Oh, okay. Well, it's established.
What if we had a shooting
Hope-
level in a plane?
I hope Nurse is the final boss.
She's the real brains of the operation.
Yeah.
I think we might be in Safar. You know, just for a change of pace, just to see if there's any noticeable differences, I want to see what the wide shots look like on civilian difficulty. I want to see if it's any easier. I mean, it's not really possible to get that much easier, considering the credit situation, but...
パッと元気を出して。
I mean, it's okay that you crashed in the middle of the desert and that we're gonna die out here, dehydrated and starving. Don't look so gloomy.
もうすぐサファールだ。
Listen, if you can fix a motorcycle, then you can fix a plane, right?
あんたたちは気楽でいいよな。操縦するわけじゃないんだから。それにこんなところに機体を置いて帰ったら親父に何されるかわからねえよ。
Kid, Zaza probably killed your father already, for being honest here.
Also, dehydration is probably going to kill you if you leave the plane in the middle of the desert while you're in the middle of the desert.
初めてにしては結構ちゃんと飛んでたわよ。
確かに初めてにしては上出来だったぜ。
うるさい。もっと完璧に飛べろ。
Alright, Cass.
Yes.
Hypothetical.
Lay it on me.
You were given the controls to a Cessna. Like right now, you were given the controls to a Cessna. And you're told, fly up, get in the air for a little bit, and come back down.
Okay.
Do you survive this trip?
No.
In your... Okay, no.
No, I mean, I could probably get it up into the air. I could probably press buttons until things started spinning, and then I can get up in the air. But I mean, as far as like landing and slowing down, that eludes me. If I jump out, if I'm allowed to parachute out of it, then I might be okay.
Okay. How well do you think you could bullshit your way into flying a plane for just a little bit?
How, like, bullshitting, like, convincing people to let me do it?
No, convincing the plane to do what you wanted to do.
Oh, I mean, no. I mean, it's gonna be, like, a struggle. If you're talking about me, like, bullshitting my way through an airport, just being like, yeah, I'm a pilot. Yeah, I already knocked back a couple, so if I'm a little wobbly or a little nervous looking, that's why. We pilots, we drink all the time. I could probably bullshit my way through that conversation, right? It's but bullshitting the plane, that's a whole other challenge. You can't convince a plane of anything.
それで飛行機の状態はどうなの？
どっか故障したみたいだ。じっくり調べてみないと。俺直してからあんたたち探してやるから。
Yeah, just leave me here. Just leave the 13-year-old boy in the middle of the desert. In the middle of this active war zone, mind you. It'll be fine.
飛行機に積んでる水はあまりないし。
He's gonna see a mirage of a museum front door.
Finally, someplace to hang.
先に行くから元気でな。
でも。
いいから行こう。
That's your Japanese lesson for the day. Demo means what? See, this is how I pick up these little bits and pieces. Like I know abunai is danger, you know? Oh my god!
Huh?
Okay, so first of all, we're playing as Kou, but is this... Okay. This is gonna be an incredibly weird reference that no one else is gonna get. James Bond 007 on the Game Boy has a section where you land in the middle of the desert, where you're like thrown out of a plane basically, and you have to navigate it by figuring out, like on a grid-based system, which directions you need to travel in to get to the destination. I think that's this.
I was going with King's Quest V.
Oh, that works too.
Desert scene.
Never been to the desert before? Do you want to go home? Nah, no, actually I'm pretty happy here. This is, you know, this is kind of what I've been looking for my whole life.
家に帰りたくなったか？
それは。
どうせ帰ったって誰もいなけりゃあいつらに命を狙われるのがオチだぜ。
パッと本当に大丈夫かしら？
くだらねえことで悩む余裕があるならこんな目に合わせたやつを憎めよ。
Yeah, that's right. I agree.
Kicking, I mean shooting.
Yes.
そんなことじゃリリーを助けられないぜ。
口なんか聞くんじゃなかった。
This is good advice, lady. Maybe listen to this fucking guy.
もう放っておいて。
Sorry, but I mean, oh, well now I feel bad.
何イラついてるか知らない。
Okay, never mind. Goes back to being an asshole again. As quickly as I turned like around on him, I've been turned back around, and I'm now facing the other direction. I'm ashamed of my words and deeds.
分かってるわ。
誰か来るぜ、ユリ。
Oh boy.
やだ、襲ってきたわ。
Huh?
Okay. It just occurred to me that these are not monsters. I think these are literally just fucking the people who are involved in this war zone.
Or just people who live here, potentially. Well, I mean, that could be one and the same.
Oh, I see how they're gonna do this.
Have a fight on every screen until you get to the right screen?
Not every screen.
Okay.
Magic Meow's in the chat saying, they look like monsters to you? Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna investigate every grid.
That's the only way you're gonna write this FAQ.
What a horrible way to do this.
self-proclaimed authority on Death Crimson has to check every square.
Death Crimson 1. I'm an expert on Death Crimson 1. I'm going to become an expert on this game.
That's why I gotta explore every square.
Goddamn right. Okay, I think I checked everything on this row.
Rows 1 and 2, at least. Or, you know, counting from the bottom up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go just like this now.
What if this is like a Lost Forest situation? Zelda,
that's what I'm worried about, but for now, I'll just do this.
So it seems like you're fighting on no screens. There was one screen where you had a fight.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, no, there's no one here. We're actually okay. Oh. Spoke too soon. They're very acrobatic. Gotta give them credit for that.
Now you're on the edge. This is very Final Fantasy music right now.
I'm seeing Skies of Arcadia in the chats.
Yeah.
なんだこいつ、さっきの奴らの仲間か？ユリ、先に逃げろ。ここは俺が何とかする。
分かったわ。
みんな、こいつをやっつけちまいな。
I think we got a boss fight.
Oh, not yet. She's sicking the goons on you.
Soften me up. Oh, okay.
All right. That's it. Now you're at the edge of the map.
I know. I just like the little animation.
Oh, okay. That's fine. All right. That's a solid excuse.
It's weird that I have to turn every screen to face the direction I want to face. Tough fights.
Oh, that is every square.
That sure is.
Are you sure you checked the entirety of the third row from the bottom?
Let's try it. We'll go right, left.
I am worried that you just have to find the correct square that has the next trigger on it, and then
I think you're right.
Find whatever the next square is.
I think we're literally just going around in circles until we've exhausted the amount of fights, of combat encounters they have planned for us.
Yep, okay, you have now checked every square, so...
So now we're just gonna repeat. We're just gonna keep... Yeah! And eventually something will change, right?
One would hope.
Ay. What is with this game and just, like, not spelling things out as far as, like, how to make it progress? It's a little rough.
This isn't like those other parts where you had to, like, actively search on the screen, right? You don't think that's going to be the case?
No. I am mashing the A button now just to see if anything changes, but I'm presuming that it is literally just, rather than pressing A to check every tile, we are just traveling to every tile and revisiting them, because this is the tile we just fought on, I think.
Well, I think this was the tile before the previous tile that you fought on, I think.
I want to try something.
Is there a rhyme or reason to this? Does it matter?
Same tile.
Do I need to make a map?
I mean, the map is in the top right corner of the screen.
A map of, like, hey, which of these tiles has encounters on them or not? But it shouldn't matter. You just need to find the tile that moves the game forward.
This is a tile where we met the lady. Or it's one of these tiles. I know it's one of the top tiles. So maybe one of these.
All stuff says, I hope this radically changes and it becomes Pete Cross or Minesweeper.
Maybe check the guide. See if they have
What
anything
guide?
to say. The guide you used
right,
last time.
I forgot I had a guide last time.
Oh, wait, here we are.
Okay.
そういうあんたもいい度胸してるな。
Yeah, that sounds like a wish to me.
あのでかいのもお前さんの仲間か？
冗談じゃないよ。私の手下は人間しかいないよ。あれはバーミヤだ。砂漠に住む凶暴な主。
I can probably take care of your bar Mia problem for you.
ここ
So-
5年ばかり姿を見せないと思ったけど。
I assume that means that these things are naturally occurring
を倒せばいいんだな。
バーミヤは一匹だ
in this world.
何十匹もいるんだ。
I mean, after the KOT syndrome incident, yeah, I'd imagine that there's probably just people just accept it. Like, yeah, monsters are real. Maybe that's why people don't bat an eye at Zaza. Maybe they're just like, yeah, you know, our CEO's a monster. You know, it's just the new state of things.
冗談じゃない。バーミヤは相手にしないことにしてるのさ。それにバーミヤは地中も潜れるし、空も飛べるし。
I think we're about to impress this lady.
I brought up the guide for Death Crimson 2 again.
人間同士。
And like, I didn't realize the first time I went here that the opening section of the guide is the guide writer's review of the game.
Oh, that's adorable.
And they use
バーミヤをやっつけてからにするよ。
they you know rate everything, like presentation, graphics, animation, etc. And it's all on a scale of 20. Which is a weird number.
Well, these things ain't shit. Yeah, go ahead. Get closer. Get in shooting range. Bye. Was that it? What happens if I go onto that same screen again? Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm assuming this top row, though, these top two rows might be the move.
Okay. This very specifically says where to go.
Well, now we're seeing they fly now? They fly now.
Oh, this is worded horribly.
Well, I can get so many chase shots off on these guys.
Okay. You want to head to the bottom left, I think.
Sure.
I'm trying to make sense of this guide. That was the second time we saw it, so there's... Ew. There's near the down left corner in the last line of the entire map.
Yeah, that is a shit way to describe that.
なんとかやっつけたな。
Yeah, I,
Well, there
I
we
think
go.
bottom left corner would have sufficed.
出てこないはず。
あいつって誰だ？
昔この近くでマルマラ戦争ってのがあったんだ。
The Maramara War. Is that the Maramusa army that Echizen was a part of in one? Is that a translation of that or a mistranslation? Or like something adjacent to that?
マルマラ戦争。
Yeah, Marumara. Yeah, so that it's misspelled here, but it should be Marumura because that's what it is in Death Crimson 1. That's the army that Greg, Danny, and Echizen are all a part of. It's the Marumura army.
その時に埋めた地雷を加え込んだバーミヤがいるんだ。
Bury mines in a creature's mouth.
その地雷っていうのもさ、超特大の地雷なんだ。
そんなものを撃ったら大変じゃないか。
Well, yeah, if you want to blow it up and kill it.
そうさ、くれぐれもあいつの頭のあたりは撃つんじゃないよ。
Why? Why? Why do they do this?
こっちもダメージを受けるからね。
Alright, quick save.
一応聞いとくぜ。
You better believe what my first shot's gonna be. Let me shoot the fucking mouth. Okay, there we go. Question answered.
Alright.
Easy peasy. That one doesn't have a mine in its mouth. Oh, there it is! That's the classic combat roll! That's the Etchison move! I was hoping we would see it.
They are related.
Yes!
He's doing this like you know those videos of like cops running through the suburbs and there's nothing around, but they just start doing combat rolls.
Yes. I must have shot them in the mouth. Hold on, I gotta see what retry means. From the beginning of this entire sequence, or from the beginning of... Yeah, I think this is straight up the beginning of, like, the desert sequence. Good thing I have quick saves, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use my machine gun shots. That seems like the move.
You think that might accidentally shoot the, mouth?
Anything is possible, eh? But there's so many of these guys are so squirrely.
Yeah.
Alright. So far, so good. I'm assuming that one has a bomb in its mouth that we just can't see because it's so far away.
Mechanically, this is such a weird gimmick. Like, okay, for this fight, if you get a headshot on an enemy, you die. Also, they are taking multiple credits. They take multiple credits off of your score, or your collection of credits when they hit you.
Is that maybe why I'm dying? Maybe I'm not shooting them in the mouth? Maybe that was the only one that had a mine in its mouth? Because I haven't noticed any of the other ones have mines in their mouths.
Maybe more than one do, but when they run into you, I think every section of them might count as a hit.
Oh my god, that would be so fucked.
Because you went from like 7 credits to 2 credits in one moment.
That's what's happening. This isn't even the hardest difficulty.
Well, the thing is, like, you only get more credits, like, on the,
Yeah, look at that!
That was it.
What the fuck?
You only get more credits on, like, the easiest difficulty, and that's only, like, 2 extra credits, and I don't think that would actually help here.
Well, at least I'm not going to worry about shooting them in the mouth or whatever, because I don't see any of these other ones. I think it's just literally that first one that has the mine in their mouth. I think everyone else is kind of just here for, to get shot.
That pattern sucks.
Yeah.
You lost 4 of them.
All right. I just gotta keep this fucking thing charged at all times. Oh, this is gonna be a rough one.
Alright, alright. According to the guide, this section is long, so...
That one had a bomb in its mouth and nothing mattered.
Okay. Sniping them with this thing.
It's a good move.
Yeah, when I have a bomb in its mouth, it kind of looked like it to me. I honestly don't know what the bombs look like, because they all just look like a mess.
Yeah, that's a fair statement. Okay. God damn, that pattern.
I think, for that one, you really have to aim, like, pretty far off to the side, I think.
Yeah. Charge shot here. Weird time for this game to suddenly get difficult, huh?
Well, it's like unfairly difficult because like I really think that it's like every part, every like every segment of that enemy will take off a credit.
That one took off all 7 credits all at once. These things are no joke. Maybe that lady was right. Maybe Kou's a little too overconfident on this one. The combat roll is not helping. Believe it or not. Okay. That's my strategy.
Shooting.
God damn, yo! This sucks! I'm gonna have to, like, save state in the middle of this.
I was about to ask, at what point do you save state, like, between waves?
I'd rather not have to. Okay. Quick save. Again, how brutal would this be on real console where when you lose this, you don't just start over at the beginning of this fight. You start over at the beginning of the entire desert sequence. That is maybe some of the meanest shit I've ever seen.
Maybe that's why they let you choose your difficulty stage by stage.
Not that it, for whatever good
I'm not
that
sure what
does
help here. Yeah.
Okay, I got these two. You know what? Quick save here. This seems like a good time for it. I bet this one is going to come at me in a spiral if I don't kill it now. Ah, shit.
Okay.
Nick of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry if I'm quiet during this. This is a concentration time moment.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh, that one has a bomb.
Yeah, I think these ones all have bombs in their mouths. You know what? Better safe than sorry, right? Let me just fully load this machine gun shot. Woo!
There you go.
Boy, howdy.
That was rough.
Yeah, I think I'll save game. Alga the Thief is their name. Can you believe we're only an hour into the stream? Are we already in the SMO headquarters?
Oh, that was convenient.
Yuri, you were at the SMO headquarters in your home country earlier.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I think we can finish the game this stream. This is like the end of chapter 2, and then chapter 3 is the final chapter.
Huh. Okay. Here for a good time, not a long time. Oh. I think she just said this place gives me the creeps.
Where did chapter 2 start? chapter 2 started back when we were when Greg got amnesia.
Wait, that text there. Is she gonna read it? Is this gonna be an accurate? Haunted?
I mean,
I wanted to read the text on that door so bad.
For all the monsters, you know, I don't think ghosts are out of the question.
I can believe this. I mean, isn't that what we were building to? Isn't that the, like, the logical... Alright. I was just gonna try to turn tail and leave, but I guess that's not an option.
I think the door up ahead might have the same text on it.
I just want a good angle on it, because it's not, we can't zoom in, we can't control the camera, so... Yes, so far, so...
Your mother? Yep, looks like your mother.
Yeah, baby! Stack those cosmos. What? Oh, that was this thing that I obtained.
Yes.
You don't say!
Unlike the other ones.
They've been sending armed goons after you that have been mowing down people in the streets. I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility. Okay. If you'll permit me, I want to try and fuck around with the camera here.
I don't think we're gonna get there. Unless you can, like...
Dump
whatever thing you're using... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, unless whatever thing you're using has, like, dolphin controls for just, like, hijacking the camera. But if you can dump textures, then...
I don't know where it's dumping the textures to, mind, but... give me a second.
The dump.
Yeah. I'm so fascinated by whatever the fuck it says on that sign. I gotta know.
Did you see that video recently where somebody translated the, like, signs in Super Mario Sunshine that were just, like, squiggles? Like, figured out an actual cipher to translate it into English?
No, that's impressive, though. I'm gonna check my paths. This may reveal information about how I manage files on my computer. There's supposed to be like a... They've changed RetroArch recently, and it's been bugging the shit out of me. Things not being where they're supposed to be.
Oh no, your name.
Yes. Is there a folder for dumps? System event logs... Maybe the cache?
This is RetroArch, right?
This is RetroArch. I think it might be that... Wait, no, I don't have a cache folder here, though. Maybe I'll find it after the show. You know what? I don't want to... I realize that it's probably bad radio to hang around and do that on stream. So I promise I will go through the files. I'll go through all the textures in the game and see if I can't find it. Gee, I wonder who it could be. How did Zaza get over here? Oh, maybe he's just broadcasting. Ah, okay.
お嬢ちゃんは機械が苦手のようだな。
ビリーに合わせて。
So Yuri canonically doesn't know how to operate technology, I guess. She's an expert marksman and university student, but computers elude her.
ここだ。
I think I might have.
ここまで来ればエルゾー。
Sorry.
そこまで生きていたらな。
I think I might have figured out how the texture dump works.
Tell me.
You have to make a folder. According to this thing I found on YouTube, it looks like you have to make a folder in the folder where the game exists, with very specific like name to it. So it has to be the name of the game dash texture dash replace dash texture dash dump.
Okay.
SMO の基地がある。
You know, I'll just go through the ISO. I'm sure I can find it on there.
リリー、生きてるの？なんとか言って。死んじゃったの？
That clipped a little bit. Maybe professional Seiyu could learn to operate at the right distance from the microphone. Or, you know, adjust gain properly, but... I mean, who are we to judge? Who are we to complain about audio quality on this stream? I appreciate that Zaza's having a good time, though.
Yeah.
それに
Way too close to the camera.
普通の銃じゃないね。
Did he just get kicked in the dick or something?
どうしたの？
参ったぜ。あいつにやられたみたいだ。
ちょうどあんたと戦う手間が省けたというところだけど、あんたのような強いやつを死なせたかないね。そういえばあいつには近づくなってアシムに言われてたんだ。
Don't know who that is.
アシム？
そう、アジブラアシム。
Everyone just tells Kou about people who he has no idea who they are.
そんなことより早く手当てをしなくちゃ。アシム、こいつ助けてやってよ。あいつと戦ったんだ。
あいつ、地雷を加えたバーミヤか。
Yeah, those are the ones.
どうやら KOT 症候群に。
Oh no! We have Kiss of the Tomb syndrome?
何 KOT って。
KOT にかかったやつはどうせすぐ狂い死にするんじゃ。
Well, that's unfortunate.
狂い死に。なんなんだあの化け物は。
地雷を加えたバーミヤは20年前に KOT が流行した時に感染したや
Wait,
つだ。
did the monster have?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't. Our code doesn't have.
No,
it.
we do. It bit us,
Okay,
and we got infected with KOT syndrome.
Oh.
But all we need is a flying squirrel.
なぜかやつは KOT を体内に取り込んだまま生きながらえておる。
KOT なら確かムササビの結成。
Yeah, there we go. I've been telling you folks, it's a real plot point.
その通りじゃ。よう知っておるな。
それで結成はどこにあるんだ。
この館の中に確かに結成はあったはず。しかし、
Everyone keeps some spare squirrel serum lying around.
15 minutes.
どういうこと？
KOT は精神が破壊される。それまでこの男の精神。
Yeah, he strikes me as a pretty weak-minded person, so, you know, his mind's probably going to suscept. He might have like 5 minutes. He might already be gone.
Listen, he seems like a strong-willed man to me. I'm sure he's. Oh no, he's on the floor. All right.
わしたちが探して、こいつが寝てるようじゃすぐに精神が侵される。
とにかく俺がやるしかないんだろ。
お前さんもこんなところまで来たってことは何かの覚悟があってのことじゃな。
Yeah, sorry I killed so many of your guys, by the way. I mean, it was just, I mean, they were throwing knives at me, but...
15分。お前さん自身で。
God, it's another time limit section.
死ぬも生きるもお前次第。
I mean, he said 15 minutes. Remember the last time it was like McNelly or whatever his name was like, this place will explode in 15 minutes.
Well, that was
10
8
minutes or whatever it was.
とにかく急いで探すしかないな。
Alright, we can't let the voice acting play out. I'm assuming that we have to, like, be pretty prompt here. That's I didn't want to skip over whatever that was. But that's
I
just a
gotta hurry.
consequence.
I gotta hurry unless I find a quiz somewhere, and then I gotta take it.
God damn it! The problem with hey Eko, I know you're watching this right now, all of you collectively.
Yeah.
With mashing the A button to try and find stuff in the environment, is that you're always pressing it. So when you do accidentally land on something like a trigger that just spontaneously goes, you're gonna skip over like essential information. Well, we found a Death Cosmos for whatever that's worth. Good, camera. Okay. We have 6 doors here. 6 red doors, even.
Just taking the door straight. It's not that one.
Yeah, I know which one it wants. I just want to see what each of these doors are. We might miss out on something if we don't. See, we would have missed out on this room. The lights go off. What did you think was gonna happen?
Oh, wait, hold on. I need to move my mouse. The screen's going to sleep.
Clever? What's clever about? What are you? Might just take a nap right now.
Oh, not
the time. Why are you thinking so hard about the mechanics of this?
Like, the more brain power you use on just observing dumb shit, like, the faster that time limit kicks down.
Yeah, they should be
like,
penalizing me.
Yeah, your mind is slowly slipping from you.
I didn't press A there. He just really felt the need to comment on the bed again before we got out of there.
It's a really
Also, I apologize I'm having to cut off the voice acting, but if I let it play out, there's absolutely no way we complete this section. Wait, what? What kind of fucking puzzle is this? You gave us no clues. You gave us absolutely
because you didn't find the clues. There are clues elsewhere. I'm not even sure if this is necessary though, because the answer here is there's a number code here for 3 numbers, but it would be impossible to do those.
Yep, got that one.
Okay. So the code is in. Remember when I said it's just you go to the door straight from where you started?
Okay.
That's where the code would be.
Gotcha. So we are coming back to there. Why are there door opening animations now? How about this book on the ground? Oh, I got stuck in collision. A lot of old books here. Let's read them all one by one. War and Peace. Amazing I haven't found any Death Cosmos.
Not like one. And then that was it. Actually,
your guesses have been spot on so far, Kou, so...
The guide only mentions one Death Cosmos in this area. One would think that the code would be there, but...
Why didn't the guy tell him about the combination thing? Why didn't the guy just be like, oh, by the way, it's in the jars over there, and the combination is this? He just wants us to prove ourselves, I guess.
I'm going to tell you right now, check that window. Because you're just walking by the solution.
What a horrible place to hide that.
Yeah, that's the number. That's why I said that would be impossible, because the thing told you like how many rotations you want to do for the first one, and it was 1 through 7.
Oh, so they literally made it impossible, so you can't like sequence break it or whatever.
Oh, like you can only turn it 8 times once you've seen that?
Yeah. That's what my assumption is.
Give it a shot. Check those vases.
Oh, wait, the vase is over here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a scrolling menu. So it's 8.
Mm-hmm.
1?
Nope, 4.
7?
Yes.
I'm glad they wired it up to a system like that. Alright, I think I know what door that is. Should be this one here. Great! Alright.
The kind of place where you keep something hidden. A place where there's nothing.
I thought I saw a Death Cosmos over there, but I guess I was wrong.
Now, Kou, that's not nothing.
Oh, great. Oh, no! No! Why did you... You fucking moron! You fool! Not the time! What a fucking maroon!
Okay, leave. There's... What room is it?
You know, I can't get this jar of pickles open. Time to get my shotgun.
It says return in the left room. Don't know... Check the barrel?
Nada.
No, okay, so I don't know what it means by the left room, but there is some room in here that... Okay, there's some room around here that has a barrel. You're gonna check that barrel. There's a barrel near a cupboard. Up, barrel. No.
It seemed like it would be like, you know, it's almost too heavy. And then it'd be like...
I'm gonna not read that part because it's...
I got it. Don't tell me.
No? No, it's... The guy specifically says you have to find that and then shoot the thing off. Although I don't think the guy is really... I don't think the guide actually knows what's happening. Because it just says, you'll hear a sound of a gun.
But the can opener could have opened the can without us... You know what I mean? Like, his problem is that he couldn't open it.
I don't think he would have taken it in the first place, because he would have been like, oh, this is... why there's no canned food around here.
Well, he could have been like... He could have been like, you know, I remember there's a can opener, so maybe I'll use that rather than shooting this.
Just to be clear, just to let you know that you did not soft lock, step 3 here is to shoot the thing in your hands like a dum-dum. The final step says to click on a barrel near a cupboard. This guide seems very poorly written, though, so I do not know.
Well, we got 4 minutes, 5 minutes, give or take, to solve this. I'm gonna try this room again, if the camera will cooperate. Found another KOT serum.
Oh. Why did it say buy a cupboard? What is this with this guide?
Well, now we gotta go back to the can opener.
Oh, it didn't mention that.
What a stupid... I mean, this is on the game. For, like, why the back and forth? Why not just pocket the can opener after... Ugh. I think we got it, though.
Ah, the serum that will save my life. Time to shoot it.
What are you doing here? Good thing we had 2 of them, because we also have another guy who's sick, and oh no.
Don't worry, I know how to open this. Let me get out my gun. No, don't. We can't trust you.
Oh, this is horrible.
Kou, do you remember what you just did?
What? What? Is this supposed to be a moral lesson?
Okay, well, I have the brain rot virus, so if you're done with your little after-school special.
Johnny Baggett saying, oh no, Asim is a Sigma male.
Do you think Asim was, like, lying about the KOT virus, about him getting infected, just to teach him this lesson?
Perhaps. Video Game King saying the real KOT serum was inside you this whole time.
You are a squirrel. Yeah, I heard someone firing it.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I guess we did
mention
mention this guy. I guess Greg did mention this guy by name. We just totally forgot about it. I do like the triumphant music continuing right now, though. Wait, he said Yuri? But there's no Yuri anywhere there in the subtitle here.
Yuri all mixed up.
Now 1001 years.
She's still hanging out at docks by the at bars by the dock.
Girlfriend?
Your nanny?
Your babysitter? Seems like you need one, doofus. That's a strange way to describe love, I guess, but...
Yeah.
I don't see how that helps, but sure. Is he trying to tell us to make a move on Yuri? Is that like what this whole thing is?
Is that a threat?
Lily's Death was the name of... Oh, I accidentally didn't save. Well, but the name of the previous chapter was Lily's Death.
You quit to... No. Okay.
No, everything just happened off screen. It's all good.
心配したぜ。無事だったんだな。どうしたんだよ。ユリ。
いいからあんたはもう少し休んでいた方がいい。
Yeah, I'm far less intimidating than you with my spiked pauldrons and whatnot. Being a complete stranger as opposed to someone that she, like, at least vaguely knows. I'll take care of this.
I
あんた、
I don't like
辛いことがあったんだね。
what the guide implies next section is going to be.
Oh boy.
私はあるが。
Only because I can
ユリって言うんだ。
cannot make heads or tails of what it's trying to say.
私さ、12の時に売られてね。危ないところをあのアッシムに助けてもらったんだ。私を本当の娘のように可愛がってくれてさ。だから私もアッシムの後を継いで盗賊になることに決めたのさ。
盗賊？
盗賊って言ったって貧乏人からは何も取らないさ。
Well, that's good. They're the good kind of thief.
それにここ2年ぐらいは
Pirate Nintendo games.
That is a good thief. That is a good moral thief to me.
あんた母親探してるんだって？私なんか母親に金のために売られた。でも母親に行くんじゃいないよ。
Yeah, okay. Stop for a sec. Before you move
Yeah.
on. Johnny mentioned, and I noticed it.
Yeah, for about one or
he
two
says, for
frames
one
when
or
the
two
model
frames.
swap, the transparency effects you can see like through them. I'm just
Yeah, you can see
amazed
her
at this
eyeballs.
this acceptance, this forgiveness on the part of Alga. Her mother sold her into slavery, but she doesn't resent her. After all, she's the one who gave me life and tried to take it away and commodified it and monetized it. But you know.
何があったか知らないが話してごらんよ。楽になるから。
私 SMO という工場でモニターに映ってる母を見つけたわ。どうしても私には生きているように思えなかった。
The other lady's like, oh, I can't help you with that one. Oh, yeah, that's a bit heavier than I was expecting. I thought you may be having, like, you know, relationship issues. I was, like, ready to, like, dish out on that, but, no, that just sucks.
どこか他の場所に置かれていて直接触れてはいない。でも
This new space age technology confuses me. Images projected onto a glass
To a flat
surface.
screen.
SMO の工場。
知ってるの？
知らないよ、私は。
Thanks.
でも殺されたんなら仇を取らなきゃ。あんたの母さん浮かばれないよ。
仇？
Take revenge, otherwise she goes to hell. Anyway, good talk.
力になるよ。それに、こうもあんたのことをすごく。
Glad I could set your mind at ease, Yuri.
そんなことないわ。私がいなくて清々しているはずよ。
This really is becoming an anime right now. This really is, like, it's taking that turn.
あいつわざと人に嫌われるようなこと言ってるけど、シャイなだけだよ。あんたを探しに行くのを止めたとき、死にそうな目をしてた。何も言わないけど苦しかったのさ。分かってやりなよ。
こうが私のことを。
I mean, the dude flew across the world with you, with gun in hand, ready to go save your mom. I think he's probably all right. He probably cares a little bit.
Also, are they, like, supposed to be... wait a minute.
Yes! There it is!
かわいい。
これムササビの子供だけど。
Yeah, baby, Wasabi! He's here! Oh,
I
man.
awarded my highest rat roundup rating.
I mean, it's a squirrel, not a rat. But, you know, good enough is. That is awesome. I've been waiting all game for this little guy to appear.
Oh, don't smile like that. Do not smile like that, please.
いいの？私がもらって。
いいさ。 きな人という
What a wild extrapolation.
ありがとう、アルガ。
やっと元気になったね。
私、きっとリリーの仇を討つわ。
You don't know that she's dead yet. I mean, let's not jump the gun here. Let's not jump the crimson, as it were.
ユリ、少しは元気になったか？
I'm just so glad Musapi's here. Can't wait to play their spin-off game.
ええ、こう。もう大丈夫よ。
You know, should I show what Musapi looks like on the Dreamcast? I could do that real quick. Probably. So, that little squirrel, that little flying squirrel, is a star of their own game. You may have heard us mention this last episode, but Musapi no Choco Marker, which was an arcade game as well as ported to the Saturn, not Saturn, the Dreamcast, and I believe there may have even been a PS2 version of it, which is strange when you consider that it is one of the most low-rent puzzle games to ever exist. It is one of the most, like, all the audio is completely blown out. It's just a mess. Anyway, Musapi's the protagonist. This is what he looks like in that game. And his in-game model is even better. But yeah, that's the Death Crimson spin-off. I guess that's the third entry in the trilogy that we're gonna have to tackle after this.
I don't think I've ever seen a score for Fringe before.
あんた KOT の特効薬を見つけたようだね。
ああ、危ないところだった。今はこの通りピンピンしている。
Hey, Abunai. There's that word.
Yep, I keep hearing it. I hear it everywhere now. Ever since we watched Abunai Sisters, my ears just perk up when I hear Abunai, Abunai. Or the word sisters, for that matter, too, so... my brain is poisoned.
越前康介のことだな。
ああ、奴は当時流行していた KOT という病気の治療法を探しておったが、その過程で
I don't think ravishing is the word they were looking for. Ravaging.
Yeah, that's translation.
Yeah.
Death Visnos, they got that right.
そして越前康介はデスビスノスを、ほら、お前が今持っているクリムゾンで見事に倒したのじゃ。
それで越前康介はどうなったんだ？
自分の国に帰ったようじゃが、その後の消息はわからん。
I mean, he astral projected to talk to us, so it looked like he was in space or the void or something, so...
聞くところによると、奴はクリムゾンを使い始めてすぐ精神への異常。
What do you think he used Crimson on? It's like target practice, like plinking in his backyard, shooting cans, bottles of soda, just wasting your mind away, doing target practice. Every time I pull the trigger, I feel another piece of myself slipping away. On the other hand, have you ever shot a bottle of Mountain Dew? Shit's fucking awesome.
He didn't have a can opener, so he just used that on everything around the house.
Does that mean Kou here is already starting to go nuts?
よしてくれ。
Yep.
いや、なぜかわからんがこの男の場合、精神汚染はあまり
No space between in and tact.
ふーん。もともと。
That's the Yuri we know and love.
Yeah.
She's back. She's so back.
いい加減にしてくれ。
そんなことよりハチ公、製薬会社の SMO というのは世間を欺く仮の姿。デスビスノスと共に地上に舞い降りたさらに邪悪な存在、デスゾルトス。
That's right, the pharmaceutical industry, the greatest evil the world has ever faced.
それが SMO の実態じゃ。
Death Zoltos? I mean, I guess that's not better or worse. I mean, it's pretty lateral with Death Visnos in terms of this absolute fucking nonsense, but...
奴はクリムゾンを非常に恐れておる。奴にはクリムゾンが使えんからな。しかし、クリムゾンは最終進化を遂げ、3つの宝石を組み込むと。
Oh, the gems, okay. Alright.
最強の武器となり、万人が使えるようになるのじゃ。
Well, we can't have that.
もちろん、デスゾルトスにもな。ハチ公、お前は越前と同じく 100万人に1人のクリムゾンの使い手。クリムゾンを進化させるも、このまま闇に葬り。
Do you think we're gonna have a choice at the end of the game?
ガスがままにさせるのも。
I'm guessing no.
すべてお前の自由。
決まってるさ。リリーの敵討ちだ。
聞いたの？リリーのこと。
ああ、アルガからな。よく耐えていたな。こうなったら徹底的にやってやるぜ。
それならサファール遺跡のそばにあるエルミデ鉱山を目指すんじゃ。
When was this guide written?
2003, I think.
Yeah.
そこ
When
に
did this game come out?
1999.
があるはずじゃ。
Because the end of this guide says pretty definitively there will be Death Crimson 3.
Well, okay. This is a good time to talk about that. I believe it was mentioned in a previous episode. Also, here we are at the El Maida's Mine. But Kou has a website, or had a website at a point in time. And they would issue like news and updates on there. A lot of like their tournament stuff for Melty Blood and Undernight and all that stuff would get posted there. But they also had a separate domain, deathcrimson.info or deathcrimson3.info, one of the two, which they had basically parked since like the mid-2000s. And they promised a 2022 release date for Death Crimson 3, which came, went, nothing happened. But around the time that the game, near the end of 2022, everything went down. They took all the websites down. Manabe, president of Kou, transitioned to a music teaching program and seemed to drop all his interest in Kou software. But then, like in the past year, I think, in the past maybe even few months, it all came back up. I'm sure you could check Web Archive, I'm sure you could check Wayback Machine to see like when it went down and came back up. But yeah, there was a period there where I think they got like, sort of embarrassed or ashamed that they missed their projection for Death Crimson 3. Just like clearly they don't have anything in the works for it. Clearly like it's never gonna happen at this point. That ship has sailed, Kou's interests are varied at this point, if it even exists as a company anymore. Manabe seems way more interested in the music teaching program thing. I don't know who else would be manning the fort there. They're not running any tournaments, that's for sure. So I think it's safe to say that Death Crimson 3 is not happening. Sad to say.
Weird, like, career progression for someone who started in nuclear tech.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
メラニート伝説にあった雲が突然襲ってきたりして。
やめて、君が悪いから。
Yuri, I get being afraid of spiders, but you fought like literal monsters in the past like 24 hours. Get over yourself. Sorry.
アッシムが言ってたが、こんなところにも盗賊が出るらしい。
あら、アッシムの他にも盗賊がいるの？
ああ。
Hey, this is a good excuse to reuse those models, probably. We get to shoot more of those guys. I feel like this game was set up for random encounters. You know what I mean? With these open areas.
Yeah. I have to assume you're not going to see any here because you do not get a difficulty selection.
Yeah. What if we went this way instead? Oh, nope, that's just fake. Like, what I'm trying to do now, the game I'm playing in my head is trying to imagine what this game was supposed to be. Right? Because it's clear that something deviated at a certain point here. I think with these open areas and... Wait. Oh my god. It's the red door. It's actually red this time. That's not right. Kou. That's on Kou. Or maybe they're gonna retcon it. Maybe they're gonna describe it. Maybe they're gonna change their mind now.
赤の扉よ。これがおっさんたちの好きな赤の扉か。
Here's the door those two old geezers are so fond. They're not fond of the door, they're fond of what's behind the door.
Oh, I love this door. Man.
扉は土色をしてたって言ってたけど。
誰かが掃除したんだろう。
That's their excuse? That rules. Yeah, someone just cleaned it up. You know, someone polished it.
こんなところに誰が?
Why would anyone do that? So that we could the narration in the first game could be in alignment with. Oh wait, no. You're not supposed to be privy to that.
きっと越前のおっさんだ。どうも扉は開かないようだから先に他を探そう。
Guess we'll try the other doors.
緑の扉。ここにさえ来なければ、ダニーもマーサも死ななくて済んだのかもしれないわね。
過去に戻ることはできないんだ。俺たちは前に進むだけさ。
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, through the door.
Let's try the blue door, I guess.
こっちは青の扉だわ。
Very good. Very good job, Yuri.
グレッグが古文書を見つけた扉だな。
そういえば。
This door is blue.
アッシムから聞いたんだが、グレッグは越前がサファールの敵と戦う前に越前に渡したようだ。だが越前はサファールに行く途中で知り合ったアッシムにそれを預けたまま消息を絶った。
Wait, so now Asim is like integral to the plot of the first game?
I guess so.
じゃあ、今でも古文書はアッシムのところにあるの？
Or no, maybe Asim happened after the first
Maybe.
game.
中にあったんだろうな。
So all kinds of crazy old shit in that mansion of his. He had lamps, swords, wild stuff.
Phones that had wires on them.
I don't think there's anything we can do with these doors. I think they're just kind of here to, there's a bit of fan service. I guess we gotta go back up the stairs. Yeah, you know, so I know I was mentioning it before, but you know what I bet was supposed to be, like, the case here? Magic Meows mentioned that it does have a weird JRPG feeling. Follow me here. 4 players. There's a possibility to have 4 light guns simultaneously, or 4 people controlling the light gun screen simultaneously. Weird empty overworlds. Party leader character.
Mario
Lily,
Party?
Kou, Pat, what's her name that we just introduced? All following behind her.
Got it.
All get into fights randomly on this map.
I think you're creating a game in your head that you want this to be based on how it looks and not what they actually intended at any point in time.
I mean, that's literally what happened to Quest 64. That you're supposed to have party members in that game, but they just like strip those out over time.
Yeah, and then
along with like inventory. Yeah, shut up.
下に水が溜まっているわ。
結構深そうだな。
Can neither of you swim? Also, it's not deep. Look, see those little rocks sticking out of the ground? You can see the ground, like really right next to them. That you could literally stand up in that water. You can even see it from this angle.
見て、こう。天井にコウモリがいっぱい止まっているわ。
コウモリは刺激しなければ襲ってこないはずだ。ここは静かに
That's usually don't attack, period.
Be very, very quiet. We're dodging bats.
この通路はいつ誰が作った？
Shut up!
Be quiet!
結構古そうね。
And then bats just immediately swarm his character portrait.
何百年か経っているのかもしれないな。
あ、急に床が抜けたわ。
Was slam really the right sound effect for that? Would it be like crack or creak or snap or?
言っただろ、気をつけろって。
Well, luckily the bats aren't attacking us, so everything's okay.
この橋、どこまで続く？
How far do you think it goes? You know, not very far, but if you keep interrupting, if you keep stopping our progress every 2 seconds, every 5 footsteps, then it'll go on forever.
ここは長い旅になりそうだな。
Yeah, looking at this guy, I don't think anything is going to happen. It's just you're going to just keep
この天井の岩が
going until you get to the fight. the save screen.
グレッグのところで読んだよ。
Oh, you remember that?
悲劇みたいだったってことかしら。
I mean, it is in the title of the game. I didn't even press the A button. I literally just walked into it.
ここで道が分かれてるな。
別々に行きましょうか。
バカ言うなよ。またあの時のように心配するのはコリゴリだぜ。
本当に心配してくれてたんだ。
いいから早く進もうぜ。
Wait, so are we splitting up?
So we're not.
ずっと橋が続いているわ。
So, by the way, if you want to know, straight ahead is just the dead end.
拍子抜けだな。
雲が突然襲ってきた話は作り話だったのよ。
そう願いたいもんだな。
You said this is a dead end?
This is a dead end.
Well, I gotta see what unique dialogue they have.
橋はどこまで続いてるのか見当もつかないぜ。
爆発でも起きたら大変ね。
ユリ伝説ってやつができる。
伝説として残るよりも生きてここを出たいわ。そういえばアルガに聞いたんだけど、アッシムには弟がいたのよ。
See, we missed out on all this plot, all this character development.
今はどうしてるんだ？
越前がイズキット川を通って入るとった人なんだけど。
That's it. That's okay. That's this. That's stage 2, level 1.
Oh,
remember that from Death Crimson 1? So Asim's brother helped him through on the boat.
ほら、私たちがアルガと会ったところで。
Oh,
越前から
interesting.
大怪我したらしいわ。
そうか、アッシムもその頃は盗賊だったな。クリムゾンは悪いやつには強い罰を与えるのかな。
I mean, they're literally thieves by trade. I mean, they literally told you that they're a thief. It's kind of in their profession. It's kind of in their professional capacity.
使えない悪い人にはね。その時、
Gotta love that Hippocratic oath.
制度をして解放に向かったの。
それで越前とアッシムは友情を交わしたってわけだな。
ええ。でも越前がサファー
That's not good.
その弟が急死したのよ。
じゃあ、結
yeah, it looked like he got shot or something. It was mysterious. Natural causes.
アッシムはそう思っていたよね。だから一時は越前を恨んでいたらしいわ。
そうか。長い年月でその恨みも消えたようだな。
Absence does make the heart grow fonder.
そうだといいけど。そうよね。
See, we would have missed out on all that. I got more details about Death Crimson 1 from playing this.
ねえ、パットはどうしているのかしら。
俺たちを探しに来たかもしれないが、こんなところにいたら飛行機からじゃわからないだろ。あいつのことだから親父に怒られるのが嫌でとっく
Just
に。
leaving us stranded here.
まあ無事にここを出られたらアッシムに頼んで探してもらおう。
そうね。
Maybe we should have mentioned
帰ってくれてた方が。
the 13-year-old boy we left in the desert at some point during the stay at Asim's place.
I wonder if that's ever going to come up again. Like him. The game's just going to end and it's just like, oh, I guess he's still in the desert.
あれ？行き止まりだ。
さっき分岐していた。もう一方の道を進めばよかったのね。
But think of all the bonding we would have missed out on.
まったく、てっきりこっちが本土だと思ったぜ。
仕方ないから引き返しましょう。
Hilarious that they're gonna make us walk all the way back. If this was even a thing that they felt compelled to do. Wait, hold on. I just realized I have the analog stick. Oh, nope, I walked backwards by accident. I forgot tank controls. Vroom. Get a little bit more speed out of that. Alright, how many more interruptions are we gonna get?
見て、こう。立派な屋根。
こういう岩に私もなりたい。
Kou? What the fuck are you talking about?
I just like want to be a rock, you know?
何それ
Right, you feel me?
いや、なんでもない。
Oh, sure, I guess.
へえ、こうって思いがけない一面があるのね。
What a strange...
上から急に石が落ちてきたぜ。
Couldn't do anything about that.
Nope.
何か山のように積み上がっているんだけど、あれってまさか。
どうやら骸骨のようだな。
あっさり言うのね。私たちもああなるかもしれないのに。
Lady, have you seen half the shit you've supposedly seen throughout this game?
その時はその時さ。
That was not what he said. He had like, that was like 4 words, and it's supposed to translate to this. I think the translator is just putting their own poetry in the game at this point.
この崖の色を見て。昔、ここでサファイアが取れたんじゃないかしら。
Says, what do you know about fucking gems and mining operations?
ブレックが泣いて喜ぶ場所かい？
あなた。
Weird colloquialism to just throw in there.
彼は若い頃、研究のことしか頭にないってリリーが言ってたもの。
Video Game King says, Sono Tokiha, Sono Takisa is what I heard. It basically translates to shit happens. Yeah, that was certainly not what the subtitle read as.
それでメラニート伝説にのめり込んでいったんだな。グレッグは本当は全ての真実を知っていたのかもしれないな。
とにかく進みましょう。越前康介もここを通ったのかしら。
わからないな。少なくとも
That's all you need to know. I will take your word for it, game. I know you zoomed out to try and show it, but you didn't actually put it on the wall.
何か書いてあるわ。
So, among these stones since 1512 lie 300 miners in eternal slumber.
すごい。500年以上前の話だ。きっと貴重な資料なんだろうな。
またあったわ。やっぱり大規模な落盤事故が起きたみたいね。
じゃあこの奥にはもっとたくさんの骸骨が積み上がってるはずだぜ。
やめて、脅かすのは。
Notice how this is the exact same rooms, bridges, copied and pasted from the other path, by the way.
Work smarter, not harder.
Nice Doppler effect there.
クリムゾンが共鳴して変な音がする。
ほんとね。一体どうしたのかしら。
ここ見ろよ。ちょうどクリムゾンと同じ形の穴が。
Again, I'll take your word for it, because I don't think anyone bothered to model this.
うっかり入れると外れなくなりそうね。
しかし気になる。外れなくなると分かっていても入れたくなる悲しさが。
Also, the gun is slowly driving me, like, you know, out of my mind, so maybe I should get rid of this thing sooner rather than later.
大げさね。
とにかく入れてみよう。しまった。
本当?
Oh, so much for the gun that we need to destroy the...
Oh, no, he's just bullshitting.
もしかするとクリムゾンはもともとここにあったのかもしれないな。
Okay, so do we still have the gun? Did we leave it in the plaque? Did we take it out? Or...
少しずつ真実が明かされていくわね。
Well, I'm glad you're getting the big picture. I'm still losing. I feel like I'm missing a lot of details here.
Come on, give us another dialogue scene.
なんだか。
Thank you.
今度は何が出るのか楽しみだぜ。
That makes one of us.
Hey, you know what's next? Rocks.
これ以上怖がらせないで。
Oh no.
大きな蜂の巣だな。
黄色い色をしているけど、中に蜂はいる。
Let's poke it and find out.
そっと覗いてみよう。
No, don't actually! Kou!
青い蜂の小さいのがいっぱい。
Kou!
蜂の巣といえば、撃つといいことがある蜂。
Yeah, you know, those famously, like from the tales of legend.
いいことってどんなこと？
例えばワンナップとか。
何それ。
Damn, Yuri, you gotta play some games.
ちょっとそんな気がしただけだ。とりあえず打ってみるか。
I didn't have a choice in the matter. That's the one-up voiceover from the first game, by the way. So this really is just fan service the level.
お、やっぱりワンナップ蜂の巣だ。
よく知ってるわね。
常識だぜ。さあ、先を急ごう。
Oh man. I can't stay mad at this game.
あれ見て。大きな緑色の蜂がいるわよ。
It'd be so nice if they showed any of this.
何か文字が書いてあるわ。
Beware of green bees.
刺激すると即死します。蜂は元来無害です。だって。
なかなか面白いな。参考にしよう。しかしこのクリムゾンで撃ったらこんな蜂が走るじゃないか。
そうかもしれないけど、昔の人の言うことは聞くものよ。それにこの蜂ってすっごくけなげ。一生懸命蜂の巣とか作ってるし。
わかったよ。できるだけ。
I'm glad we're getting so much information on bees from this game. Really covering all the bases. I feel so much more educated. This, okay. This camera, that camera in particular. You know what? These two deserve each other. Kou wants to be a rock. Yuri thinks that the caverns are growing on her. They're perfect for each other.
I'm ready to live here, I think. Let's move in. Yeah.
あなたって意地悪ね。
This is still going!
アッシムの話じゃ、蜂の巣を見つけたらもう一息だって言ってたぜ。
よく知ってると思ったら、あなたの情報源はアッシムだったのね。
Maybe Asim could have told you about the fork in the road.
何かしら。
何かを埋めていたようだな。
I think this is the last screen of this section.
何なんだろう。この後はまだ数十年しか経っていないような気がする。
クリムゾンが共鳴して。
Oops, the gun is speaking to me again.
この穴と。
By the way, keep an eye out for anything that takes it going crazy.
Yeah.
見てみろよ。こっちの穴はすごく新しいぜ。
And shaped like a person.
まだ10年ぐらいしか経っていないのかもしれない。
なんだかすごく邪悪な。
Folks.
フライリハードって何かしら。
聞いたことないな。きっとリハードをフライにしたってことじゃないか。
バカなこと言わないでよ。
気にしないで行こうぜ。
This last chapter is like, we got a lot of material we just want to try out here, you know?
This is my stand-up set. Can we put it in the game, Manabe?
凶悪な気配は。
デスゾルトスたちがあそこにいたかもしれないってことね。
I am Headful says, you mean a rich fried this rice?
奴らクリムゾンと深い関わりがあるようだな。
Great. I'll take it.
Okay. Another?
水がなくなっているわね。
それよりクリムゾンが喜んでいるような気がする。何かに近づいてるんだ。
Sure.
やたらデスコスモスがあるってことは。
Sure.
かもしれないな。
If you say so, Kou.
やだわ。なんだかこの奥は暗くてよく見えない。
How funny would it be if when we go into the next fight and you die there, it just takes you to the beginning of these caverns?
ここの地面。
Well, there is a save point coming up, so.
Yeah.
こんなところに置き去りにされたら、メラニート。
I had to think about it for a second.
ほら、 あの向こうの上の方に何か見えるわ。
あれは棺じゃないか？
Again, take your word for it.
You get it.
Oh?
メラニート。あのメラニート伝説に出てくるメラニートだな。
ここが彼女のお墓なのね。
Whoa, let's crack this coffin open.
こんな場所にしては立派な墓だな。
Hey, why are we doing this? What are we doing?
Meranito, the poor disfigured princess, once more beautiful than
サファール王の嘆きの詩が
the sad poem. Wait, that did we cut it off or?
Yeah.
サファール王は事故で醜くなったメラニートをここに
I think this is, if I'm following this story, which I'm not, Death Zaltos is down here, and we're gonna go kill him because that's the SMO's pet project. Or I think SMO created Death Zaltos, is what they're saying or said.
I thought they said Zaltos was
メラニート伝説を
using
作り話し
SM.
なかったのね。
Maybe you're right. I don't know. Yes, absolutely save the game. You have one final action section and a final boss.
Okay, I think I'm up to the task. One credit for every 6 hits. Oh, one for every 8, 6. Okay, yeah. Let's just keep it on civilian, why don't we?
I don't think we even know what the wide shots do.
I think it's just bigger hit radius.
Now, all of these bats are carrying landmines in their mouths.
Shut up. I'm gonna try to get my evolution meter up on these guys. That seems like the move. I can't really do chase shots on them, so I just gotta make sure to not overfire.
We're getting Galaga patterns now.
Look at my score, 80008. Boob. Oh, they're draining credits. Give me the machine gun already. I need it.
So the game that was just the action modes in this, Ox.
Yes.
Was that ever in arcades?
Yes, it was.
So during that part with like the big like worm things, do you think if you pumped like $5 of quarters in the machine, one of those things hit you, would just eat all your quarters?
God, I hope so. That'd be so funny. That'd be so Ecole. That'd be the most Ecole shit I've ever heard in my life. But something tells me they probably redesigned a lot of the game and streamlined a lot of it and simplified a lot of it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, the verbiage they're using here, credits.
Makes you think. How am I supposed to? They're not even, like, on attack angles half the time. That one was flying away from me and it hit me. Are we gonna walk backwards on the entirety of the bridge at this point? Are we gonna do the same trick?
No, yes. You were going all the way back to those 3 doors.
Really?
Which was the first room, yes.
These are tricky little bastards, I gotta give you that much. Okay, we have energy, though. We have evolution.
You're also... Except for... okay, maybe except for, like, the big insect-looking ones. You're not really fighting monsters for this last level. It's just a bunch of pissed-off bats that live in this cave.
Yep. Plymouth Rock landed on them, you know? There was a box, though, with something in it, with some extra credits in it, so... So that's nice. Jeez Louise! Oh, I shot a mushroom, and that caused an explosion that killed everything on screen. So I guess keep an eye out for mushrooms. In dire straits. Oh, and another box. I think that one had health in it. For whatever that's worth. Wait. I am headful saying, I remember, you're not supposed to shoot at the bees. I think they're gonna hurt me otherwise. I know they said, like, the advice about the green bees or whatever, but I don't think that's actually, like, practical information for the game, right?
Oh, I think it is.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit.
Okay, just bats then.
Alright.
Alright, go in peace, little ones.
So that explains why it hurt you when it was flying away from you.
Strange mechanic, but... I mean, I guess it's just like a civilian mechanic, like in any other rail shooter, but, you know... It's a bit harder to make out. I guess it's like the flying squirrels in the first game. Also, do you think Musapi's still with us? Like on Yuri's shoulder or what have you? I like to think so.
I think so. He's under her hat.
Oh, I like that. Hey, little guys. Oh, that's a fun little dance they're doing for us. Oh, missed that health. Turn left. Turn left. Oh, it disappeared, god damn it. Fuck this. Machine gun.
Considering we're in a bit of a long section right now. Oh, wait, no, wait, never mind. This is the end. Okay, never mind.
But, I mean, go for it anyway. This screen could take, like, up to 10 minutes for all we know.
Nah. Oh, you missed that thing. We're too close to the end. Because I would have gone on for 20 minutes about this thing.
Fair enough. Are we gonna choose to open the red door?
Jesus Christ.
Gotta make sure there's no bats following us in. Alright.
That's it.
Is this gonna be right into Des Voltos? Or Zoltos even?
We'll see what the final boss is.
扉どうやって開けるんだろう。グレッグの話じゃ簡単に開いたって言ってたかな。
もしかしてこれきっとこのルビーをそこに入れるんだわ。
そういえばいつの間にか俺のことハチ公って呼ばなくなったな。
それは私はもともと
Lady, you have not been following that policy.
まあいい心がけだ。
すごい本当に開いたわ。このルビーは越前康介が持ち出したルビーだったのね。
So the ruby above the door. Okay.
せっかくだから。
そうね。せっかくだから。
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Turn around. Go back.
凡庸で邪悪な存在たちよ。早く帰るがいい。
何かが語りかけてくるわ。
ああ、確かに強烈な悪意を感じる。
大丈夫？こ
うやるしかない。
ならば葬ってやろう。
I'm assuming this is Meranito.
Yep. Well, no wonder they didn't recognize her.
Yeah, it really changes the perspective on the story from before, on the legend. Alright, wish me luck. Let's do it on Soldier.
I have a feeling that missing her is not going to be an issue.
Is there any way to stop her animations, to stop her attacks? That's going to be the question.
Pause button.
Oh, that was life. I should probably conserve that a bit more. Also, my evolution meter is going up mercifully, so if I keep shooting, eventually maybe I'll get the machine gun in the middle of this fight or something. I think her face might be her weak point.
I think that thing that looks like a torso underneath the face, yeah. Which I guess is a torso. It's like the model unloaded.
Huh?
Now time to kill more bats.
What?
Alright, well, go to where the bridge splits, I guess. I don't know how he knows that.
We're really doing this? They just have to get all the mileage out of this bridge, huh?
Now we need to stop every 2 steps for some more conversation.
It's amazing how much faster this bridge section goes when... Okay.
Okay, so...
I'm gonna try the dead end, I guess. Yep.
Alright, yep. Good call.
Yeah, you can't stop it. You can't, like, stop its attacks, as far as I can tell. I'm dumping these bullets in, but, like, there's no... avoiding this. It's just an endurance test. It's just a gut check. Which is bad rail shooter design. Yeah, I don't know how I could shoot any faster than this. Even with an actual light gun, I'm basically reaching the limitations of a human being in shooting.
At least it's not as much damage as, like, the worms are doing.
That's true. Alright, so I think that's backtrack? Yeah, here.
Yes.
What a strange design for the final boss of this game. For the climax, the conclusion. But I mean, I guess that's what makes Cole's stuff, you know, the best in the business. They think outside that box. Any minute now. Only 12 more screens to go. God damn this corner.
Oh. We run out of, like, places to go.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start going back to other chapters if you keep this up. See, that would be extremely fucked up if it runs off again. And he's
That would
like,
be
you know what? Let's go
really
to
funny.
SMO headquarters. Let's go to SMO headquarters again.
Let's go back to the psychiatry clinic.
Like Devil May Cry 4, where you have to go through the entire game backwards, just one long boss fight.
Oh, I have energy now. I can do this. Wait for them to appear.
Yeah, I don't think you can interrupt at all.
またいなく
Oh my god.
最初の足に戻るんだ
Listen, I'll be right back while you go run that distance.
I can't believe this. Who knowingly designs a game this way? Oh, Cole, we need you now more than ever. Ay, ay, ay. And there's just nothing between this. It's just running the length of the bridge. If there were at least like random battles, I mean, that would suck. They'd make it like that much more miserable. Make it, if not like nigh impossible. But at least it'd be something. At a certain point. No. Fight time. At a certain point, Cole had to be leaning into, like, knowing that people were shitting all over them, that they were the worst, they had the worst Saturn game on their hands. You know, well, they earnestly, like, you know, my assumption is that this was going to be, like, an earnest attempt at a sequel, that it was going to be, like, you know, let's try to do it, but good. But, like, the more I play this, the more it becomes abundantly clear.
This entire last chapter feels like a piss take.
Yeah.
その影響はこいつにも現れていたのか。
でもなんだか追い詰めたような気がするわね。
どうかな。
Remember Zaza?
Yeah.
And the nurse?
I think we're never going to hear from them again.
Remember Pat?
I sure do. Oh, this is going to be such a sick machine gun burst.
I hope the end of the game has like a where are they now kind of thing.
I'm just gonna take the hits at this point. Let me just charge the machine gun for maximum damage. There we go. You're fucking with me.
You need to go back to her grave. How? How do you know exactly where she went? So this entire boss fight was you start at the altar, you just go everywhere else throughout this entire thing.
I think this is right. This is going to wrap around to the left, right? Yeah, okay, good. I'm straight up getting lost in this, even though it's like basically a straight path, but I just don't know where I'm coming out of the cutscenes facing.
Yeah. You get sort of turned around from those fights.
And I bet if you die during this fight, you do start from the very beginning of the sequence. It means you have to do all the fucking backtracking, all the bridge running all over again.
For sure. To that end, maybe drop a save state.
あなたの言う通りね。でもどうして？
クリムゾンが俺を導いている。映るんだ。俺の頭の中に。
It's like I see it's hard to explain. It's like I can see it in my head, like a vision.
Doing. Can you see?
I don't follow. I'm incapable of doing such things.
Look, she sounds so bored. Fascinating. Oh, look, the monster's turned gold now. I drank up, by the way. Thank you for redeeming the drink up.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing.
Another
one.
Can you see?
I'm drinking hard green tea, which is
another
Can
drink
you
up.
See?
I'll do it.
I have already run out of drink, so I cannot.
This is only a 5%er, so it's really nothing. I wanted to know what it tastes like, and the answer is like bad green tea. Tell you what, I'm gonna chug this. I got about half a can left here. You just keep redeeming them, I'll keep drinking.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can you see? I'm fully aware of what I'm doing.
Oh god, that's a lot.
God.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing.
That's the problem when, like, we only have one thing that's worth redeeming points.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can you see?
Oh, this is tougher than I thought. It's not a good drink.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can you see?
Don't get a tummy ache.
Done.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can you see?
Nope. King says they have no idea what they're doing.
Ow. Well, I got this. You can do whatever attacks you want, lady. But I got the power of the Crimson on my side. Yeah, I don't even give a shit. Just keep hitting me. It's fine. I got this.
Do you want to redeem some of those things in the jars for...
I fucked up. I fucked up bad.
Oh, there's a left. Quick.
I think we're fine. I think we're probably fine. That'll do it. 24/2/20. Oh yeah, 2024, February 27. Okay.
Hate that game.
The red door has been found.
Found quite a while ago. Got it 3 times in a row.
Hora, Kou. 巨大雲、メラニートが衰えていく。
どうやらメラニートを倒したようだな。
あなたたちは誰？
あの声は？
まさかメラニート王女の声。
Oh, I remember that effect from Windows Movie Maker. Yeah, cycle through all the colors.
その銃はクリムゾンですね。
ああ、そうだ。
Cool. Okay, bye.
元の形に戻ったのですね。
元の形？
What? Wait, she's talking to us?
クリムゾンはすべての始まり。
Are you talking to the Crimson?
永遠の命を得、憎しみの化身に変身したとき、すでにクリムゾンは存在していました。あなたはなぜ憎しみの化身になってしまったの？
I was pretty angry, you know.
In the next exciting game.
ここエルミデ鉱山で起きた落盤事故は知っていますね。鉱山の中に閉じ込められた私は真っ暗な中をさまよい歩いた。そうして暗闇を歩くうちに
Little Disney animated film vibes.
Snow White, if it was hardcore. That scene where she's in the forest clearing, but she's just singing to a bunch of bats and spiders and rats. I'd watch the shit out of that.
誰に気兼ねなく父に捨てられた憎しみを募らせることができたのです。そんなある時、鉱山の中ほど岩の間に不思議な輝きを見たのです。そこにはクリムゾンと名付けられた銃と古文書がありました。古文書にはクリムゾンについて書かれている。
This is a 500-year-old gun.
Guns have existed for a while. I mean, mostly they were like black powder fucking gimmicks back then. But...
Yeah, I don't think it would be like the Crimson, but I don't know. There's a magic gun. Who cares?
そうか、クリムゾンは持つものによっては 憎しみや悪意を増幅させるが
That must be why I make really bad decisions.
癒す力があるのか。
そしてこの部屋で来る日も来る日もクリムゾンを手に
Who's a good gun? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
驚いたことにその銃は私の恨み憎しみを吸収するとどんどん形状が変わっていきました。まるで心を閉ざしていくかのように。
Johnny Baggett saying, yes, the destiny gun. Screw swords and stones. Guns of destiny all the way. The gun is good. Goddamn right.
500年の間にはいろいろなことがありました。
You got that right, sister.
雲の化身となって呪いの呪縛の中で永遠の命を受けた私にはここにいても外の世界で起きていることがわかるのです。その間何人もの人間が赤の
He seems over this pretty quickly.
Well, he drained all the hatred out of her, somehow, I guess.
人々は恐ろしい雲の姿を見て恐怖に怯えながら剣を銃口を私に向ける。
Well, yeah, lady. You're kind of terrifying in your other form, I'm sad to say.
普通の銃など巨大雲メラニートの前では何の役にも立たないのに。
Nobody likes a braggart.
彼ら私に挑もうとする。でも誰一人クリムゾンを使うことはできず自滅していったのです。それがメラニート伝説の真実なのです。巨大雲に襲われ
Divorced from any context, falling victim to a cursed giant spider is the true legend of Meranito.
ある時ここに3人の男が
Oh my god.
それがダニー、グレッグ、そして越前康介ね。
そうです。いつものように私は
Wait, so there was a spider fight back then?
迎え入れた。
They didn't show that in the Saturn intro. Made sure to show that staircase, though.
他の人たちのように私に銃を向けた。
Yep, there's the red door.
でも
Pre-polish.
康介だけはそうはしなかった。彼は他の2人を制しクリムゾンを手に取り
They're showing this movie to show that this absolutely did not happen in that fucking...
方向に向け
in this cutscene. They're trying to recontextualize
攻
this.
撃が走りました。私も含めて康介は100万人に1人と言えるクリムゾンを使える存在。
君もクリムゾンを使えるのか？
Well, yeah, she had like 500 years to like get along with it and tell it all her deepest, darkest secrets, so...
ええ。そしてそれ以来、私は康介を忘れることができなくなった。でも康介は本当の私には気づかず、クリムゾンを手にここを去っていきました。
Huh, weird spider. Shoots a gun off into the distance. Okay, bye.
そう。今思えば引き止めるべきでした。彼がクリムゾンを持ち出したことにより、恐ろしいことが起きたのです。
恐ろしいこと？
クリムゾンはデスビスノスとデスゾルトスという邪悪で強大な力を持つ者たちを封印するため
You know, I had the feeling we're not going to fight Death Voltos in this game.
彼らと仲間であった
No, I don't think so.
が置いた聖なる武器なのです。
Fly hard?
康介がクリムゾンを持ち出したことにより、やがてデスビスノスが復活したのです。
Is this too late to be introducing new information?
デスビスノスは人類を死滅させるために KOT 症候群というかかれば
Wait, was that supposed to be
疫病を流行させたのです。
Friedrich? Remember that name from earlier?
Maybe?
そうか。KOT というのは
Well, yeah, that was obvious. That was just obvious from the first game. This isn't a revelation. This bit here is not a revelation.
康介はその事実を知り、友人と共に KOT の特効薬を見つけ出しました。
グレッグのことだわ。
そして一人でデスビスノスと戦ったのです。彼はデスビスノスを倒したものの、クリムゾンから吸収した憎悪と狂気により傷つき、クリムゾンを持ち出したまま二度とここへは戻りませんでした。私の抱き続けた憎しみがクリムゾンを経て康介を絶望の淵に追い込んでしまった。でも恐ろしいことに、今度はデスゾルトスが巨大な力をつけ牙をむき出した。クリムゾンを手に入れてこの星 しを己の世界にするために。
Very strange for a game to put all of its exposition
at the
after
end.
the game is over. Yeah.
Well, by the way, here's what happened. Here's what the plot of the game was.
デスゾルトスの世界。彼は何者なの？
それは私にもわかりません。地球外生物、あるいは闇の世界のものかも。
そして今俺がクリムゾンを持っている。
Uh-oh.
しかしこれを戻しても
Oh, okay, good.
すでに手遅れってわけだな。
その通りです。あの者が動き出してしまった以上、あなたにできることはただ一つ。クリムゾンでデスゾルトスを倒すことです。
越前や君でなく、なぜ俺なんだ？
Well, Echizen we haven't heard of in, like, haven't seen in, like, 19 years. And I'm a ghost who turns into a spider. So, maybe it should be you, Kou. Maybe you're the one who can use this gun effectively.
I mean, Echizen did reach out to a... Okay.
Well, there you go.
あなたしかいない。
やめてこう。きっとあなたも越前康介と同じように絶望の淵をさまよい消えてしまうわ。
ユリ、これは宿命なのです。コウがクリムゾンを使えることがその証明。
いいんだ、ユリ。そうすることが俺の運命ならそれに従おう。越前康介がそうしたように。
もう一つ大切なことを伝えな
This is
け
a
れば。
good setup for the next chapter.
強大な敵デスゾルトスと戦うためにはコウがクリムゾンとの融合を
Can't wait for the next level of this game.
クリムゾンと融合するには半年の歳月。
半年
Was this like their projection for when the next game was supposed to come out, or?
I
融合期間を過ぎ
I think it was... Man, I have the strongest hunch in my mind that they did expect to turn out the next one in 6 months.
かもしれないって必ず倒せるわけじゃないのね。
残念ですがそれほどにあの者は力をつけているのです。デスゾルトスを倒すこと、それが私の願い、そして全ての人々の希望。
分かったわ。半年後に会いましょう。
I hope you brought some snacks. You know.
あっという間さ。
メラニ登場。こうよろしく。私の
Alright, I'm gonna go fuse my gun. Bye. That's it.
Holy shit. That was Death Crimson 2. Are they gonna say stuff in the credits? That's the important thing. What a... Holy... It answered absolutely none of the questions raised by this game.
I mean, it answered the questions raised by the first game.
I guess so.
So,
Holy.
Death Crimson 3 would have answered the questions
Yes!
in this
Yes!
game. There we are.
There we fucking go! Oh, man. You gotta keep traditions alive. Holy fuck. I am floored right now. But I gotta say, all things done, all things finished, finally, after years of waiting to play this, at the end of all things, I'm pretty happy with this. This is everything I hoped it would be. This is truly a worthy successor to the Emperor of Kusoge. This has been a treat. I'm legitimately at a loss for words. That doesn't happen often with me. This is just such a wild thing that exists. For 1999, for 3 years later, and this is what they came up with for the Dreamcast.
It's certainly a lot more than their first game, that's for sure. Or their first, Death Crimson, rather.
This is maybe one of the most baffling games I've ever played. just everything about the design of it from beginning to end, the way they decided to do the progression, the combat encounters, the narrative, the constant pop-ups, the death cosmos, the hunting around environments looking for hotspots, the triggers, the backtracking. Like, there's...
It was aggressively weird in a way that felt earnest.
Yeah, this was someone's vision. This was someone's dream come to life. Come to a nightmare.
Like they were obviously... It felt like they were obviously trying to make something that was campy, but didn't fall for like a lot of the traps of where that comes off as really obnoxious.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's still a little hard for me to discern what their intention was. I mean, it should be obvious, like, just from the way that last level played out, that they were playing it up a little bit, that they were leaning into their own reputation. But then, like, I don't know. I mean, it's certainly their most produced product. Seijiro! It's certainly, like, their most complete game that they developed. I mean, when the other points of comparison are Death Crimson 1, a shitty puzzle game on the Saturn by the name of Parapone, that Sagata Sanshiro game, which is just a minigame collection, the story of Death Crimson continues, and Musapi no Chocolate Marker.
Oh. What happened to Lily?
What's Musapi up to? Oh my god. What?
Okay. So, according to the guide, at least this is what the guide says. That's supposed to be a password that was meant for the third game.
Okay, yeah, that parses. Holy fuck. Well, I gotta hit my music. I gotta hit my graphic real quick. Ay, ay, ay. That was truly baffling.
Oh, yeah, remember how, like, the first stage in this game was just House of the Dead 2?
We've come such a long way.
Oh, do we want to watch the music video?
Yeah, I told us this would be the reward for getting through the game.
I'm gonna shut up for this.
Hi everyone. Today I play my Dark Histories song from Death Crimson. It's a game of music. Actually, the game is fucking. But the music is amazing. Please listen to my composition. Okay, here I go. Death Crimson main theme.
We earned this. Fucking play, Kunitaka.
This is a man who just loves music.
Goddamn right. Death Crimson could not have picked a better composer. Kou could not have picked a better composer for the first Death Crimson. Remember that reminder that this video and many others are on Kunitaka Watanabe's YouTube channel, which I will link to in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely give him a follow. Posts a song every single day, more or less.
listening to this, having finished the game, all I can say is Death Crimson is the best. I can't think of a kusoge, of a bad game, a legendary bad game that has inspired so much passion.
How was it?
It was great.
I mean, I wanna go through this again. Go through a different page of this.
Oh, hey, there's the squirrel at the top of the page.
Yeah.
You can see that screen again. Yeah.
With these fan messages. I just wanted to go through a few more of these. Let's support anyway, posted by Kensuke Echizen. Looking forward to Death Crimson 2. Frankly, when the release was announced, it was a mix of excitement and laughter. Death Crimson 2, an extremely talked about game in Dreamcast history. I believe it won't end just like that. Please do your best. A few years ago, I bought Death Crimson for some reason, and now, despite letting it go due to the overwhelming fear, here I am supporting it. Anyway, do your best. Well, Death Crimson 2. Looking forward to it. I understand it's tough in this recession, but do your best. Is the goal a perfect 10 in Dreamcast Magazine? IPS 028 ambitious. I somehow bought the first Death Crimson brand new right after it was released. I felt a mysterious connection. Looking forward to it. It might get even busier, but do your best. Waiting with anticipation. And we can go on.
Mm-hmm.
This is a long-ass one.
And we will. Folks, next stream, we read through all of it. No.
I mean, this is so passionate. These people, whether semi-ironically or not, who gives a fuck? What matters is that they showed up to support this. What matters is that they were invested in this. What matters is that Kou got an emotional response out of these players, where that emotion was disgust or comedy, laughter at them, with them, who's to say? No matter what, this is the kind of thing that developers fucking live to inspire. This is why people get into game development, is to inspire, to encourage something, to get some sort of reaction, to spur something on in a player. And in that regard, Death Crimson was absolutely successful. I don't know. It's kind of beautiful.
Caught me off guard.
Sorry. I'm still at sort of a loss for words. I mean, there's no way to describe it like in conventional game design, criticism, what have you. It defies all of that.
So, Hansekar asked earlier, is it possible for a video game to be outsider art?
I mean, yeah, if it was true, this would absolutely be a key example of it. This and the first Death Crimson. Indie games nowadays can try to be, defy convention, can be sort of aggressive in the way they present them, like Cruelty Squad, right? Like, it's not really outsider art, but like a game can position itself in such a way as to challenge the viewer very directly, or it can come from a place of a better example would be like a game that is made by someone who's never played a game before. I guess if we're going to the outsider art comparison.
Leading from what from what they were saying, especially if we look at the first Death Crimson, that was not their first game, but they were approaching, rail shooters with, seemingly no real idea of how a rail shooter is supposed to be done. But you know what? They fucking went for it. They had a vision.
And they committed 1,000% to it, for better or for worse. It turned out okay for them. The thing that makes this story wash down so much easier is knowing that for a brief moment in time, Kou did okay for themselves. That first game could have, the first Death Crimson could have ruined them, but just by a fluke of luck, it got picked up. It lodged itself in the public consciousness and inspired this devotion to it that some might argue it doesn't deserve, or that wasn't warranted or whatever, but for whatever reason it did, and it propelled them. It allowed them to persist. That negative reception turned to a admiration that I think is in some part genuine. Like, people were going to these fan meetups, talking directly to Manabe and everyone else involved in the game. And, you know, they would, you know, jokingly refer to them as gods. But at some point, if you're hanging out with these people who made the game, you're drinking with them, you're hanging out with them, at some point you're enjoying being there, you know? At some point you kind of see these people as friends. You kind of, like, hope for the best for them. And you buy those sequels, you buy those follow-up games. And that's, like, the sort of connection that is, like, so rare in this industry. Especially with a developer who's known for putting out a game that is critically panned. Especially here in, like, the States. A developer puts out a junk game, people turn on them immediately. That's it. They're done. There's no trust going into the next product. You burn that bridge once, or you put out one bad product, and that trust with the audience evaporates like that. And, you know, that's obviously, like, the case to some extent in Japan, obviously. This is such a rare exception to that rule, to that general rule. But it was able to happen. And I think that's beautiful. And I don't really know what else to say beyond that. I'm just so happy that this game came out, that we played it, that it was everything I hoped it could be and more. I'm coming away from this so pleased. That was Death Crimson 2, Meranito no Saidan, and that is certainly one of the most interesting bad games I've ever played. Right up there with Death Crimson 1. There's so much more to learn about this, there's so much more to discover, I'm sure. You know, the translation can only cover so much. Being able to get through the game, and, you know, the translation, I can complain about little bits and pieces of it, little things that they missed or otherwise reinterpreted or whatever the case may be. But obviously, I'm so glad that it exists. Huge shout-outs to Derek, A-Team, Pascarella, and their team. Without them, it obviously wouldn't have been possible to play through this. I would have been stuck guessing, wondering for so many more years. And they put the effort in, and you gotta commend them for that. It's the culmination of a journey that has been going on for some years now, since I penned that original Death Crimson article. And I couldn't be more pleased to have been able to stream it, to be able to show my reactions to it live, to have you along, Charkie, for this ride, to have the folk in the audience watching along. This has been such a fucking pleasure. It's not often I get to end one of these streams on, like, a positive note, okay? You gotta fucking bear with me here, okay? It's not often I walk away from a game, like, super happy and pumped about it.
And coming up on Thursday, we'll return to Cassie's extremely angry about binary domain.
Maybe this experience will have calmed me down some. Knowing that there's true beauty in the world, I can better appreciate when things fall short of this high watermark.
Also, knowing that binary domain is a cover shooter, and you should be getting cover. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And we'll stop every 2 steps to give some expository dialogue.
Of course, as we do, as is our style. Before we go, a couple things. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Consider joining the Discord, which I will post the link to here. Subscribing, patronizing on Patreon. Pick games for us to play. Right now we're stuck in the middle of binary domain, but that will end at some point. We'll put up another vote. And you know, for next week, for next Tuesday is slotted as the night where I pick the games I want to play. Or that we pick collectively, that we decide what we want to play on Tuesdays moving forward. So we'll think of something. I wasn't expecting this to end this early. I didn't know it was this short. So we'll have to think about what we're coming back with next week. But we'll let y'all know, of course. We'll raid someone on the way out, assuming there's anyone streaming at this wild hour. Mega64 is playing Eco. That's worth rating, I think. We'll get that set up. See if we can get a shout out from Mega64 while we're at it. Yeah, that was Death Crimson 2. I've been Cassidy.
I'm Charkie.
We'll be back again with something bad, presumably. Bye!
Good night, everybody.